Akomoah sa aboa enwa wo hwe ne husu yi a ye fra no wotope no kura trodo no wa opoku jamfi wa bin adwumam wanyi aba beye otope
Asampayetia Obanyansa foso wo bunubia wonka na asam Te mafutu sam kakre wa asopeme Yo kofi omaya woman Omani ya mamana Enyi baby ako Wachata ya wareni Wonsom wanyinyi pa Asade pa wofioye Yamo yembera ye Ebe ya ifuyana Omaya umano Omaya mamana Ati waya nora Nyamichata Yemana renya Wonso wanyinyi pa Sawa ya wanabe Yamo yembera ye Ebe ya ifuyana Wonso wanyinyi pa Asade pa ofioyo Yamo yembera ye Ebe ya ifuyana Amabe ya ifuyana
Efriani arao
Asite
Betumpona
Ifuyana
Magdalene Asari Labi, special good morning to you. And of course, good afternoon to you back home in Ghana. Mami Abba Nkuma. Obacha umpom to saying and nevi wo Ghana. Efriani arao Abusuya mamunyina che mamu akwaba ene eye ifiada. Thank God it's Friday. Unity Radio 103.9 FM. And our Sugusu Awute, you can watch the show live on Facebook. Oko Facebook, no share Unity Radio. Unity Radio on Facebook. Oko YouTube, you can also watch the show Unity TV on YouTube. Oko Play Store, you can download our app Unity Radio Worcester on the Play Store. Now what to me all phones. Ibacho brana ye bonebe ye ifrieni ara ya tenase Anopa yi enkomo a ye wo na ye ne obeche, particularly news from Ghana. Just like we keep saying every day, this is a current affairs program, so we deal with news on daily basis, issues affecting and of course impacting our country Ghana. And I know betna ha ya dwendwene ho na yebo mu nkomo. Fridays we usually do freestyling. And Yabesha Sports, week 2 of the English Premier League, but the topmost of all the encounters, the London Derby between Chelsea and Arsenal, where Manucho versus Oponashna. It's coming up on Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which will be around, I think, 4 or 5 in Ghana. I think 3 o'clock or so in Ghana. Now, Yabesha will be forecasting into the weekend. Games are a war. Lionel Messi much anticipated debut, this weekend. And answer so the answer will be given to you on the show. Will Messi play today for PSG or he will not play? We'll be giving you the answer. My encha Mamia ba once again. Ghana. We are humbled and honored. Not only honored but pleased to have you with us. We only encourage and entreat you. Said. Join here, just share the video, push it, and then go to our page and like our page, Unity Radio Worcester, Unity Radio on Facebook. You will find us, like the page so that you will always get notifications anytime we are live and anytime we are on board with another authentic super program called Morning Show Anopa Bosuo. Now, the attorney said, I'm super excited today, as you can hear from my voice. I'm super excited because today is Friday. Not everybody lived or woke up to see this day. So, all you've got to do is to be thankful for another life and another day. So on the channel. And the word of motivation, as we do all the time. And then word of motivation. A ritual to school adaroma osi yemfa emremo yede ebebremo sanso ena yebekwa kohwe weather no e say ye call weekend until we have to let you know what's up this particular weekend. So we'll be getting into the weather pretty shortly. Ne amamo said there and wimbe ebeye and weekend so said there nyoma bisiako edia fa ifriwa ne aba share agudi mu nsem sporting news around the globe. More on EPL, Lionel Messi's situation at PSG, whether he'll be playing today or not. A couple of Chelsea players have gone on loan. Miazga and Pameri Emerson, they are on loan. Pameri Echo Olympic Lyonnais, Miazga and Swakohin. All the details coming up. Manchester City ni Hurricane Sagano. What is the latest? Manchester City agrees on Betua Sikano and also Musi Omuntia. What is the stance of Daniel Levy right now? Diana Daniel Levy so can. Heba na Messi wani nipa o mwana beye o wani nipa na Messi so wo fi oyo. We'll be getting into the issues with regards to what is prevailing my Ghana. We'll be getting into the stories, of course. And then Omampeni Dada Mahama Guso the tour of the northern region. Now issues are in Komawa Diaban. You hear his voice on the show as well. Ose Bawumia a very dishonest vice president. That is coming from President Mahama. Ose Bawumia, vice president of the republic, currently or yet. Was it the dishonesty? No, a very laughable. Just a intro tra and then no cra onka. And no dan chance or saying attack Omampeni, His Excellency President of the Republic of Ghana. I wouldn't say or attack no per se, but I will say, sir, he challenged him. Sir, Omampeni enyai special prosecutor for Frawaba, Ura Dami, no nya juma na yenyanentie. Matanami Dubekan ya Ubiati Bise Nanado, ene Kenoforiata. And a tata na man needing a jumedu to the point say say Nanado a mother of all serpents in terms of corruption. It's a former president to say, leave Odami alone. The office you created a sublime, a fantastic. Now so office no wa ma nipakro nyano independent na wa anye juma. It is said yanka one critical anka aye. Jano and Koma or friend say Mahama, your former president, so there to you. And moving on, Nanado so Akasafa Enra the new Auditor General Openi Akuamoah Edne to Domelevo say a Juma Akuamoah by Wabaya within the shortest time no. Enye bina Domelevo na sase mi enipa bebre se Nanado, was it necessary you do that comparison? Onipa ba kwa kasa dia fa sasem no eni Sulemana Braimah was it Akufo-Addo's comparing Akuamoah to Domelevo was unnecessary. Na eno dan chance so Domelevo so reacted. Domelevo so kasa was it government good at rhetorics? Was it Nanado ne na ban kasa ne diombe kasa uyo ba no musha no mo yaboa me se wan hwe ya ehwa a obetwa mo was it they are good at rhetorics but not in corruption fight. Ghanaians want more action. Domelevo replies Nanado. Many more coming up on the show. Now opening back a friend said Dr. Otchere-Ankrah aka asem bi adabi ayetaika was say Ghana bra ebre ni nyina no enye bibia o enye opo national enye manuchu ena enye Ken Kalusha nemum ayade ba ko pe ena yebi sanse Dr. Otchere ehede ba ko ade nti na Ghana yebre oso opo national se ne ukotena fidie nenu aka kire Unity Radio for say me see Ghana yeni national policy nti ena yebre na Dr. Otchere kasa e de afa agenda 111 nanado 111 hospitals see Obabisi also washas here eno enana openini kasa fa about the concept, the details of his conversation and any thoughts Nina will be shared on this program. na eno dan chen so a opani ba kwa friend say Kwesi Pratt say Kwesi Pratt dey boni dia he's somebody known to everybody. It's say waye adwuma che or the editor or the new crusading guide Kuwakra Tansentreni sign call radio station eka Ghana amanyosam aka che yimu bi okra na yangu yen oni Randy Abbey. As we all know, Randy Abbey and Century broadcaster our Good Morning Metro TV. Now Randy Abbey ni Kwesi Pratt enya to number two me pacho a verbal exchange of ideas and argument. Dear one ni na kokofa Sophia Anglican Sophia and some bafa na the astonishing aspect in this they seem all to condemn the act of the Sophono. Name on certain aspects na obi justify to say the kalusha biblical justification and all that, but nonetheless Sophono kasa babonte. I didn't think through my behavior. I didn't think through my behavior. Anglican kissing priest apologizes. It is so full of Bianca Babonte was in fact your no one, you know, and Ghana for Mum Fan Channel. Open national name Kalusha and Manucho, Mwachana Kakra, Mwaka Kakra, yeah, Mum Fan Chemi. Sofulabi apologizes for his behavior, kissing behavior. These are many more coming up on the show. Unity Radio 103.9. Yet necessary, we do nothing but justice to all the stories we have on our desk. Now, quickly, the word of motivation, the Abraham Openi, if you are a weather report, and then we move straight to the sporting field. Na yakoshe and Samswa, Egu Agopramaso, na Yanemu Ababe Chimubi. Nyamishra na moni payo de foniano. Mamencha you once again. Mami Efia Dankwa, but your pum to send to you my sister Dora. And Mami Justina. Mamencha you my junior brother Samuel Opoku Jemfi. You say you are with Akos at Achimota and she's watching you live. Oh, my own Akos. Oh, okay. Akos ya Papa Bimbacho at say Michelle Quines Ronkoso. And of course, regards to my big uncle, me uncle Dapa, all the way in Achimota Mile 7. Michelle of Anopa. Yes, you've had opportunity of watching your nephew on screen. It's a big ups to you, Sammy. Akos. Akos, tu shishem kakana edeng. Hey, asemo. And now for the power of Michelle, me pacho after the show weekend, mebo modi na mafro ye kasa ya che. And I say now of us na maswa shikakra ba nyamiadum ni oma to kwem. Woni nipa nasa de pasu wo fio yo. Okay, and then word of motivation they brought by the kindness courtesy of Richway Auto School, and he said, "She we see your way, obia wa de." But because of the year plenty, I say nishe. Oprah Winfrey Kasembi na eno ene Richway Auto School. Say memfamra na ye nyina ye nche. E dan sam Oprah Winfrey kan. Oprah Winfrey say, "Be thankful for what you have." So 1 CD, so 2 CDs, so 3 CDs, so 4 CDs, so 100,000, so 200,000, so 1 million, or 1 billion, or 10 billion. No matter how big or how small, Oprah Winfrey say, be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. You all say, "Penny for crab, baby, I can foresee." Say, "Bisha wa numwa." ɛna otu bia ebene de nyame de ama no wani nso unya abrochire nkoi, so you feel God hasn't been good enough to you. Oba abrochire unya wo nneoma nti nyame tan uwari ye enye ye said ya ohwehwe ti nyame mpa wasem wadwuma mu ukwa promotion ma ti God hate you omo ani omsi so nyina promote omo ma men kan tell say abrabọ na ye bo no stages obia ne ekwa nyame de ne fa so obi be ko direct obi nyame de ne ba nwanwan sansa na odna koduru in your own faith and in your religion and in your belief. And then the wo chane say gratitudeness, appreciation, the ladder to everyone's success in life. The unsaka the nyame de amount anything you have in life, you have to be content, because the more you appreciate and you show gratitudeness, that is where more begin to flow. Until Winfrey say, be thankful for what you have, you will end up having more. If you concentrate, listen, the second phase of Nikotuno, first phase is to be thankful for what you have, you will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never have enough. If you focus on the things you don't have, sometimes we can't even help ourselves in our situations, but we rather end up focusing on the uncontrollables of our lives. Oh, the enyamano baby owa enye ya hoden. Oye dey your current situation, your current circumstance, untumi nya hwe mfa ho. By ho na odo adwene, ho na odo ahoden, ho na odo energy ni nyina akọ. Na owura fi kakra na wo na so create energy, so create happiness, so create living film. Na you live the life you have, no, you end up focusing on what you don't have. And if you do that, Oprah Winfrey say you can never have enough. Interbusia and then the channel no. So be thankful for whatever you have. Just ask yourself, when you were born, from your village, from your town, from your city, saying in our life with you, take your mind back to some 15 years, 20 years back, 10 years back, 8 years back, and just last year. Ubahu say you have greatly improved. So why do you worry about the things you don't have control over and you cannot help now? What I'm just trying to tell somebody this morning is Abusia, live the life you have. Be thankful for what you have. Enjoy what you have. Because so one yes won say obeya na de won kra no unhu say worship, and therefore you cannot enjoy it. So be gratitude for what you have, because acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. So acknowledge it, enjoy it, whether you have small, you have big. On say mpenifo say nsatiawe ni nyina anyepe ebiwa ebi etia onim o kakra na wo na wo kam no he obi hye baabi opewo de ne opewo de ne keke, but you feel you don't have anything, you feel you haven't gotten to where you want to get to, so you shouldn't live, you shouldn't be happy. But you ene ma waninji dia wo hey odi $1, be happy. Obiji $50, oji $10, and so obia ne se di nyame bono, obia ne di nyame de beto ne nsem inyina yintumi nyepe in life. So that is my word of motivation for you this morning. I'm taking some into my pocket, and I hope you will too. Rich Way Auto School, and I buy say ne ye ko into the weekend. So that we will get rid of all the sorrows and sometimes disappointment and be happy for the little we have. For the little we have, if we appreciate, cometh abundance. God richly bless you. Okay, Rich Way Auto School. Me pacho we Worcester Hana sa open driver's license are your best bet. Say Obeba 65 James Street. Your junior operator certification. Sanso and your adult operator certification. Any type of driver opera license ubi huya Rich Will Auto School ya boy juma ebeboa now said to me account driver's license Worcester had here a camera said there baby ewu edi ama Rich Will Auto School enti braya so ye na yama driver's license na bibia so nkonkan etumi emfa ema Rich Will Auto School na daruma ena anopa bia etumi din kranhyesem edi ebro na o se enkancha o se fun say o akwada na se bia obekọ college na pese ana college the best way to do ni say obeba na obema no junior operator certification no eno no mutumi bua permitting so abetumi aboa na mo private adult drivers license eno no ye one on one un say ma me no ya no mu hia more time, they need more time so that they can learn because so obi sha ne learning capacity ni rate of absorption no was so tuntumi mfa ma me penini nkwala nyina nkosi the same class now nchiro ma de until you have to create different environment, different room for your mama so and into a private adult lessons and only a one-on-one and a sponsored road test any vehicle on one the ubeko no one in a car Massachusetts registry curriculum and a year juma so and I was small size classes and students receive personalized and individual instructions and I were on-site road test said there be a meka say ukoye road test would reach where and yes, I do quarantine. Omo abeba ho, and the examiner will go with you. Until enunti na esa ko reach we ho 65 James Street. Fraying office number near 508-459-1331. 508-459-1331. Ofrea onsa ebetumi aka Reach Way Auto School and our cell phone also 774-386-2534 774-386-2534 774-386-2534 or see Reach Way Auto School you know that you are in safe hands yeah oba hobby sua kaka unim say akwan so jojo yankoshe said ya ewiem ebeye by way of giving you the update on how the weather will be for a year nyame aduma ene na de tie ni say basse ya the weather report brewa on say Worcester has a share weekend it was very rainy Ibrahim thanks for joining us ya chow ye gidi say ohun and then we have tropical weather statement now what it means is say ewimbe kusu as you might have witnessed this morning so as former won't say wiem ai kusu temperature no say see amino ka say 75 degrees Fahrenheit and for the most part we'll be in the 70s kopim say about 2 na yakwa akodu 77 and the maximum na ebenya ebekwa akodu 80 nemum de tie ni say awia mone ewiembe kusu nti ya na wa hye no so enso atumi ede amame ewiembe kusu but maximum temperature about 80 degrees Fahrenheit and some people are texting me opo what will the weather be tomorrow ochina enso so maximum be 83 84 but the only difference between today and tomorrow is Ochinano from 5 p.m. 4 p.m. Ekono Yebenya isolated any scattered thunderstorms for about 2-3 hours from 4 to bed is 6 p.m. from 4 to 6 Sabreno say I'd say Yebenya isolated any scattered thunderstorms kakra ama the droplets of water ensue and rain ensue between 4 and 6 but apart from that Otchere-Ankrah even though it will be mostly cloudy the sun will be up than today so tomorrow it's also beautiful but Sunday a rainy Sunday so beto fiti according to the forecast so tomorrow is better but Sunday it's supposed to be rainy Sunday according to the forecast so that is how the weather looks like for the rest of today and of course going into the weekend brought to you by Dan Auto Repairs. When you say Master Dan so there so problems mechanically with your car car air trouble car actually the required inspection or you're worried about your transmission or brakes or shaft shock absorbers fan belt timing belt sensors check engine abeda castle ninano Fabrain, I will Dan Auto Repairs ho 45 Fremont Street na YNCC emfa emau na ka ninsini da dem na emu adwuma na bibia nso ntumi enkonkan Dan Auto Repairs said the makano problem bia mechanically or the bar uboni din say Dan Auto Repairs na obi abo age so say omo heavy bo adwuma yi pa etaichi na ye de weather report nso ebremo anopa bia nti for all your mechanical issues the best place to be 45 Fremont Street and now ba ibesi ukano edi amount afedi okay abusu said ye no yendane ye ho emra quickly na afi yenko hwe agudi mu nsem a enen so yaboabo ano a yede ebremo the world of sports is up next yakofa agudi mu nsem a yaboabo ano nyina going into the weekend games any news update sports news update and yede bramo yatuni din say warm up sports this is how we take to the sporting field na yakofa agudi unsam di abramo buju bantan yankoi
Opo national Opo national.
Oh, okay.
I'm Mambojo Bantan anytime you cordon here. Me a listen man them call Opo National. Opo National. Rasta say Opo International. Boy, big up still.
Champions are not made in the gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. Opo National. You are a true champion in sports.
My destiny, I have.
Lead me to my destiny, oh Lord. Abusafo mamunyina chema makwaba. Ebraso sa no pensa gudi unsama maboabo no on Unity Radio 103.9. Yede Ebramo yatuni di say warm up sports. Na ene se de munim no Broni say charity begins at home. Nti ebeko fie na yahwe afisem ni nyina yewi a na ebu yeketem ne de ani akyere amanone na yakwa akohwe amanone so nsemsem a etwa go ne de nyina nso etumi ede abremo na de tiene se ebase de agode hunsam bro anopa bia na de aseda kese pa ema nyumaku akese miensa Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon se ba ne se me pacho ene Friday ube UT nioma bebre krom weekend idia bra olu ho ne be siesie ho be UT na bibia nso ntumi nkonkan open haircut any form any type any kind me pacho bra olu oni ntwa emfa ema sanso ena open and manta de paboa designer watches any shoes what have you shoes no your dressing shoes your half shoes your sneakers your sandals your slip any type of shoes fashionable ones ubenya bia to Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon sanso and a ban say opese otua phone bill and now bill bia and now phone now pesa osesa no ope sim card opese any type of bill payment money transfer ni na no be no Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon. We was 687 Millbury Street, Worcester MA01. Mamin for phone number, no zip code there. Uluho Radio BN 508-926-8025 508-926-8025 for Olu ne book appointment ne bra ne new timon ne bibia so twin konkan ye dia seda piesie pa e de ma adwumaku friend say Ash Pharmacy yenu abema samsien kanche ose ene de atadwe yenso yate de ne Ghana for yenye pharmacy yenu abema kese ba kopa watumi abie pharmacy na unim de ese oye we Ghana ni ba de boa na Ghana ni adwuma tumpon for all your prescriptions uko doctor ho change you pharmacy ba bia do waduro fa no for all your prescriptions fafa Ash Pharmacy. What you say open immunization shot and I say eba ni say open say uko Ghana nemum esa uko war shot be a immigration required da ni nyina no bra Ash Pharmacy me ba cho ye 1067 Main Street Worcester MA01603 freng na ni enkasa na unim what is more dia ni ka kwenti esa odu adro efa Ash Pharmacy and say wadro no eba you know when your doctor sends your prescription electronically over utifie na ye dia bro sometimes uko CVS Walgreens ni Walmart ni ade uko twen se bi wakodi lie by ye Ash Pharmacy yesi yenimu bre yenimu haw obi a yare ma omegina anase wo hia wadro ye ma omegina ho enche nti wo de prescription ba free delivery ya betuka na de wadro no e de abro unya ne ba bia age se Ash Pharmacy free 508-980-7111 508-980-7111 508-980-7111 na ene Ash Pharmacy nkasa na yamwao na bibia nso tumi enkonkan aseda piesie eko ede ama asamas trading ene ya me no eka se ban se weekendi uye bibia mepacho bebia se utumirika ko uye outdoor engagement wedding anniversary what have you birthday bibia Asama Stadium ho na ese ko wunim de ntia because enam ni nyina na Joshua no ho enam be na ope say tilapia say mackerel croaker red snapper smoked turkey fresh turkey wings, turkey drumsticks, any necks, open chicken, goat meat, beef ribs, oxtail, fresh snails. Adwene correct one I the ball like super bekwan katekwan ekoyie no asamoho na benya biato open confirm guinea fowl ni na no benya biato ewo asamas trading me ba cho udi dwa na ebro $150 now de wo so wo kwa adwuma e na autofa ho freying janiama no man ye be deliver amount free ye de be kofi amount what asamas trading ewo 1084 Main Street, Worcester, Massachusetts 01603 bra na yesiesie na bibia nso entumi enko enkan enyumako wenum nyina daroma etayechi na enenso yatena se a yede agudie hunsem ne eko ede ebro yetiesie agoprama so quickly na ehwe nsem nyina aguo nanso Charles Kojofosu aka Daddy Lumba se owasembika mama Lumba nkasa ansa owia na eko Charles Kojo ozeze oh yanti dia okay na Lumba kwato da oh ye guy Lumba asisen
that Lumba here metie Opo national sports presenter or Demufua
yes here the figure and your brand reference Thomas Tay Party aso here that is to do with the senior national team obeka enrechi na Confederations of African Football CAF etumi ekokoye draw for the upcoming African Cup of Nations nenu na Arsenal made for the reference Thomas Tay Party. According to reporters, Unity Sports, Yensaka HS 2022 World Cup qualifiers Ghana, Yebabebo against Ethiopia, South Africa, and other countries no CK Akon na just say Osha Ethiopia and South Africa matches ni no ehunu pa de enya de abrant reference Thomas Tay Party obetumi esi akan bi edi ama Ghana. Now the Black Stars deputy skipper suffered ankle ligament damage in a friendly defeat. Abra Chelsea share Arsenal Kamienua Omutumi Kanamu Bako. Now the 27-year-old was named as part of Ghana's provisional squad for the double header. However, it is unlikely Thomas Partey will be fit for the World Cup qualifiers, ruling him out of the 2 games. Now CK Akono, in his response to the availability of the former Atletico Madrid midfielder, indicated and revealed that the injury sustained by the midfielder is bad. I have contacted his club and Thomas Partey's injury doesn't look too good. We will only have to wish him a speedy recovery and expect him to return stronger. Wait, and then some Black Stars coach who reference CK Akono so Ede ababe tubia say Thomas Tay Party said the nyama sikika koni de Ghana your matches mienu eda enim South Africa matcha yebebo na afi oman I friend say Ethiopia matcha yebebo no enya ade a Thomas Tay Party penny pra wenya no obetumi ababe si akan bi ede ama Ghana nti ye mompa ye say nyame be ya adom na ne ho atumi atono na bibia nso so atumi akọ enkan na eno so ene ensema ene atumi ababeto edwa yefiri odi ana yeto ensem so a ene ya me no we ka say coach I friend say CK Akono say onim say pressure won so Ghana media and central for pressure from left right center middle everywhere nemo mo ka mo bi atiase say ono no nya de a oye perturbed chese obi ka say onye perturbed da chese hwen ha no kra ne oka enyina say o hwe say de nyoma esi ekono a o wa rehemu pa wajitu pa say Ghana African Cup of Nations na ye kono ye be ya de nanso pressure won so no on de enya ho no hwe o arechem se niam betumi akoyi e ama Ghana na pressure na e be ba no so ka so di pressure na chi dia pressure se odi akire bebra ma o ye mistakes bebri nti oni pressure na chi na akwakoye emfumso bebri ye firo ne kopiem e wo metema kro bia Kumasi Asante Kotokonso aso ye ene ya me no we ka say Kumasi Asante Kotoko board chairman Owura IFN said Dr. Kwame Chei report exclusively Unity Sports Yensaka HSA Papano wa report to alleged match fixing audio to CID. Now, Dr. Kwame Chei is said to have handed over a viral audio of alleged match fixing to the Ghana Police Service Criminal Investigations Department. An audio leaked online a few days ago that captured Dr. Kwame Chei along with some previous Asante Kotoko management members attempting to bribe referees in order for Ghanaian Giants to lose their FA Cup against Bekum Chelsea. Now, Dr. Kwame Chei's name was referenced in the 3-minute audio chat along with the previous club general manager Yves Koka and former operations manager Perusha. Following a thorough investigation, it was discovered that the tape was fabricated in order to damage the reputation of Dr. Kwame Chei. Now, according to Kesben Sports, Dr. Kwame Chei will not let this go unchecked, as he has reported the incident to the CID so that those who were responsible may be dealt with. According to a deep throat source from Dr. Kwame Chei's office, as reported by Kesben FM Online, there have been 3 suspects thus far, all of whom claim to be fans of the team. Yves Jambibi Koka, assistant to the Kotoko board chairman, pledged that they will get to the bottom of the matter in order to clear their names, and that of those behind the audio will be dealt with. We shall get to the root of this audio this time, and I will prefer no one intervenes, since I am going to be stubborn this time to rescue my smeared reputation. We nsema ene ababeto janti Dr. Kwame Che na nkasa audio na circulating na no ono nkasa edibi akwa CID say ensema ha ekoso ni say Kumasi Asante or Bible referees said the bear Kotoko FA Cup amuni brekum Chelsea bebono na Kotoko belusu neno ena Dr. Kwame Chesi wonim hwe amanfo na ahyeda ena omakoye na omudi ni din ena omo fabricate nti enei odi akoma CID yentwen na yenhwe na betumi apie enso every month so ede aba na eno so any exclusive reporter enei atumi aba beto edwa enso so ewo ho aha Unity Radio 1039 Anopa Bosuo so ena we Kumasi Asante Kotoko aso yenso yebo wura ho a ene amenu we ka say Kumasi Asante Kotoko goalkeeper FNC Ibrahim Danlad or close to joining Division 1 club according to exclusive report. Now Kotoko goalkeeper Ibrahim Danlad is reportedly close to joining Division 1 league club I from say Otchere-Ankrah FC. Now the club is owned by Ghana's Labour and Employment Minister Honorable Ignatius Bafo-Ewua. Now we're targeting Premier League promotion next season, and they believe Danlad, who was adjudged best goalkeeper at this year's Under-20 Cup of Nations, can help them. Danlad has a contract with Kotoko, where he is the 4th choice behind Razak Abalora, Felix Annan, and Kwame Ban. The 18-year-old is said to have agreed terms with Otchere-Ankrah FC on a loan deal. It will be his 3rd consecutive loan after last season's spell at King Faisal, who escaped relegation on the final day. Inti you may be a comedy or say so on free team no mukra near loan there I will say oko na and also any ensema ababitu ijwa. Again ekoso Kumasi Asante Kotoko reportedly ebetumi abase obi be shada so okoye audio e de agu Kotoko board chairman enimu ase. Ori friend say Jonathan Abepobi or a veteran sports commentator and administrator, and then Abepobi I confirm say there is a division within the Kotoko board. Now we're revealing the cause of the disunity. Now Otchere-Ankrah, the situation has degenerated to a state where only Otumfo can solve it. Veteran sports administrator Jonathan Abepobi has revealed the cause of disunity among board members of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Report of cracks within the board have been rife over the past few months, and with the board chair Kwame Che reportedly not seen eye to eye with some members. Speaking on Kumasi-based Hello FM, Jonathan Abepobi disclosed that the decision by majority of the board members to vote in favor of CEO's plans and for the Adakuja-Achi project at the expense of Kwame Che's own plans over the same project led to the split. Now, Otchere-Ankrah, Obakaya, Dr. Che at the plan by our office at Adakuja-Achi said the Omuyano and Kumasi Asante Kotoko CEO, and so the plan by Nana Kwame Mponsa ena omu eji enumum edi etum nenu ena according to Jonathan Abepobi no na je say ade aboard na yi onu chei ama, but the question is why na running day-to-day affairs of the club. Before the formation of the board, Dr. Che had started some work at Adakuja-Achi. At a board meeting, he presented all the drawings about the whole complex, but upon suggestion by the CEO to put up a new facility with containers, it called for a voting. The majority of the board voted in favor of the CEO. Meanwhile, the man had begun something already. The supporters were even willing to assist when he started erecting walls. He even made available some funds for the continuation of the project. But what did we see? The majority of the board members are in support of the CEO. We and someone who friend said Jonathan Abepobi, so the observation one make say nunti and ama nchichemu enso atumi aba Kumasi Asante Kotoko Otchere-Ankrah. Na dey say ori friend say Dr. Kwame Che say board members na akari na eta CEO nachi and ono de omoyi na mabra na adwuma no nka wa sha ase dada na nka oye ntika de me kra na menya ka ye de ama no anka to aso e na nso we de entumi ankwa ankoba ne sa eno nso ene ensema ene atumi aba beto edwa. And so ewo ho aha unity radio 1039 agudi on sama no pa bi ebo no de bremo a yato ne din se warm up sports eno na wasugusu a uti ntese amene wekasa de kumasi asante godoko enchichemu ni ntokwa na ekoso ne de aye pampe abrante friend say Asamoah Mensah former Black Stars captain Obekaya Anura Obekasa say Ghana for yenim de yewo na yenim de yewo aka entena wa makaf en friend say omra meye draw na ye de to ye munu ba akokora enya no nkomo ne Asamoah Gyan diaba nemum the news of the day ni say Ghanaian football legend Asamoah Gyan is set to be released by Premier League side Legon Cities according to exclusive report FMIG etumi diaba betudwa now information abano chese ayade team friend say Legon Cities you from say Royals omo unimpressed with how Jan the first year at the club panned out following his expensive transfer to the side. Jan joined in a big money move last season with skyrocketing expectations. However, he failed to hit the mark for being out of shape due to a long spell out. His stint there was also beset by injuries. The club, in a bid to improve its squad going into the next season, has decided to let him go, a move which will also ease the burden on the wage bill due to Jan's take home. Alongside the former Ghana captain Baba Mahama and Abrante Fense Enim Kujo, as well as Victorian Adebayo. Nti we many players are Legon Cities ayo madwin say amo ebe axiom je so be you free team mu players mako and 9 Asamoah Gyan being the leader of the players to be asked in the Legon Cities team na just say no so any ensama any atumi ababeto idwa ebre ni tie mu ye ketem emfrifie na quickly yen konkɔhwɛ sɛ de amanone nso ensem no si ɛkɔ edifa sɛ dem di kan no nyame ya adoma uko Europa. There are games coming up, but the news of the day and it's Arsenal etumi complete the signing of Abrante Martin Odegaard etumi every Real Madrid and 30 million pounds sterling and Arsenal for so to meet you so and Aaron Ramsdale Arsenal eto ono so e free Sheffield United no exclusive reporter Unity Sports yensa ka say Abrante no so awie ni medical enchekra ebia Arsenal betumi confirm on so double signing and Arsenal for etumi dia betudwa Martin Odegaard signed from Real Madrid and Aaron Ramsdale and so complete the medical live report exclusively yensa aka enso so ewo ho eno no na mi bisa say Lionel Messi obebo the first match ene e de ama PSG ana say omo me pacho coach friend say Mauricio Pochettino say there be ade ne say to da na ma ne chef fridge mu che na say tumi freeze ice cream udia e de yie pa tinya ade a wo pa Messi huntuma sesi a obeka ya nyame ya adoma ene ade a PSG woman breast na ade ebo ani League 1 game koso na eno na exclusively enra coach no se ohwe trainer Messi any name abeye enra na wo hu se wo mu mienu no ode omu bewura game ni mu a na so me no we ka say de Mauricio Pochettino eja Neymar ofie weja Messi ensu ofie nti Messi any Neymar emobo ni bi that is to say Messi could not or will not be making his debut for Paris Saint-Germain and Abraham ne breast and so ede ebo any na and so edia ene etumi ababeto idwa enso so ewo ho enso eno Kai Havertz people are still homeless and I want to help Chelsea midfielder on effect of German floods Obekaya Germany ukopiem ho a disaster esi ye bet say America krani no and nam so ama Kai Havertz and were packing a lot into the 11 months since he joined Chelsea, but the recent floods in his native Germany have put it all into perspective, and now he wants to help. Obekaya ensure to na no to ye no enya Ghana nko Germany so de enche ni esi here homeless people about Germany no enya de keto akra na no na Kai Havertz say nyame aye na dom obabedru eye Chelsea no bosumi bet say duba kuni sika wo hwe gu ne botom enye sika ketwa enti wontumi ntena ho nkase ne man Germany amanfo sofa na onu nko awodi yi enti ene wo se ono so opese otumi eko na okokobua enti eno so ene ensem a ababeto edwa. It was a strange year for all of us, I think, and for me personally as well. I brought the BBC Kasa no the I moved into another country to another club and yeah, everything was just new. But I think how the year ended personally as a team that helped now I'm used to the league, I'm used to the players and everybody, and I think this year will even be better. Maybe I learned from it also. And talking about the disaster, Kai Havertz say, so yeah, it was tough time, but when we talk about the floods, other people have had a more difficult time than myself. And what can I say than to help? We and also any and someone Kai Havertz edia to idwa say kwembia so unya bia na waboa nti ono so betumi akwakoboa na bibia nso atumi akonkan. Chelsea ni Arsenal Kwesi Ada baso ye the first years ni na bebrem na mum the news of the day, and it's a Christian Pulisic out of the game ni na say wa test positive to coronavirus nti nya de a abrante no betumi asi akan ni bi. He's isolating na pre-match conference coach friends Thomas Tuchel and Anopa no was saying HS abrante friends Ziyech watumi a started training or bad training and right now so be training nemum said the abrante and the show that is it no idea on be observing and ne na wo hu say Uchina obetumi abobi N'Golo Kante is also back at training and in contention. Abrante friends say Lukaku the coach no ene omani ye clear say kwembia so abrante friends say Romelu Lukaku obegyina mu asiakan bi enso e de ama Chelsea nyame ya aduma Ochina na eno so e de a ababeto edwa enso so e ho eno no. Real Madrid are extending Karim Benzema contract Enra. Sesi ameno weka say there getting older no na sweeter into was sign 1 year contract extension until 2023. Unim say Benzema nan kan contract ebe end 2022. Now so Real as e bi shi onuma na to be ebe nti nei omo de afi ba ko aka contract nso ho a Karim Benzema yen konko a na eno so oyen ye flood ya quickly na mo men kwhwe hu kakra epiepie. England midfielder friend say yes Lingard or you ready to leave Manchester United before the transfer window closes. Now report exclusively at times there about say opeso bo regular football nti baby obenya regular football abobia obeko report no say West Ham United are still pursuing him. Liverpool so say omo prepare new contract offer the ama Mohamed Salah. As to whether Salah will sign or will not sign, that is also another thing. Who should be the most expensive in the club's history according to Atletico. Now nache say and also there about to Idra Poland striker Enra and a breaking news by said Robert Lewandowski SCC there Mopeso free Bayern Munich. Ningnan said he wants to try something new. Na eno ena ene Bayern Munich mpanimfo say abrante no ompo aka mfie mienu contract e won anim nti nya de a ombema no akone akochena akọ na de chenye nti Poland striker Robert Lewandowski says he's ready to seek a new challenge away from Bayern Munich, but the owners and the directors and the club have decided say nyadia omu ebemano ako ene ochna. Now Lewandowski, the 100 million price tag may not deter Man City making an offer. Report says Sisiano Bayern Munich for say a Barca player no recalcitrant no or stubborn no more desire some beton and a report by some budget minimum 100 million pounds sterling. Then non as Daily Express is saying I'm sure you're not Hurricane. Ne see ye buakam. Ni nan say Robert Lewandowski, Pep Guardiola penny ye pa na no nim so be available. Inti I'm sure ya na 100 million price tag no. Aye easy cross Pep Guardiola be kwa. Meanwhile, the forward departure will come as a blow to Manchester United hopes of signing Borussia Dortmund Norway striker Erling Braut Haaland. Makacho say Haaland Bayern Munich for say omo peno. Inti Lewandowski free wa everything they will have to do to get Haaland no omo ebeye. Na eno so no Manchester City Portugal midfielder your friend say Bernardo Silva osinya dia no open move to Tottenham. Obeka ya Pep Guardiola pese o move Abrante to Tottenham as part of the deal to bring in Hurricane. Now so senior dia obepene ne apeni ochina. Exclusive report Athletic Diabeto Jache say osi ono so be free Manchester City a opese okokosi akan mum ewo Spain La Liga nim Atletico Madrid Barcelona enyina ani edi Abrante na chinti. Bernardo Silva say o free ho dia ekwan bia so na okokosi akan ewo Spain. Paris Saint-Germain manager Mauricio Pochettino say or expecting France forward Kylian Mbappe to stay at the club this season despite speculation linking him with a move to Real Madrid. Eurosport and this has him by. Now report no cost HS Real Madrid for say omo already 120 million pound 120 million euro amode contested by a PSG resolve. Now so Pochettino senior the Abrante no Obeko Babia. Chelsea have reportedly held fresh talks with Monaco midfielder Abrante. I friend say Aurelien Tuchimani. Now, according to report, no, they Chelsea see Omuhia midfielder Bako said they're better than 50 or better than Kobasin Golu, Kovacic, and now say Georgina Mubaku Pra. See, I cover Biano because Bellingham Cologne into Thomas Tuchel. You will want to loan out and buy another midfielder. I don't really get it. But and only the news of the day Simon Phillips through Express and so Eddie Abba. Sanso na Trevor Chalobah Enra Chelsea coach Thomas Tuchel and no have a face-to-face conversation or they are two names say nya dia Colombia bio this year and face to Chelsea for Emmanuel new contract Obekaya Branton. He's been very impressive to the start of the season. Na no nam so ama any coach I friend said Thomas Tuchel say Opa Branton na face so Chelsea Emmanuel new contract. Remember said Aka just a little over 2 years to run on his contract. Sky Sports and this are reporting by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is happy to stay at Arsenal beyond the summer transfer window. Barcelona were said to be interested in signing the Gabon striker, but the 32-year-old wants to fulfill his objective of becoming a Ghana legend, and I say Ghana's legend. Express and this are and 7 so it me a buyer. Now quickly, Yanani Yahoo. Na yenkɔhwɛ na wɔtwe awie said the fixtures ne tie games ebekɔ so na yemamu hu na yen wa pese uhwe bie sports fans ni na mohun ba bia mobetumi any brow darling clubs no so ebetumi abo quickly na fe fru ayemfa agudi onsem nyina enso embra no awie ne tie ene se ohwe said the enioma AC air corner na jese mu aye pampe. You see, Manchester United are making Mbappe a target for 2022. CCRGoal.com and this is exclusive report on so Eddie Ababetu Idra. But quickly, and then Yami Aduma, Oko Germany, Leipzig, and Stuttgart. On 2:30 American Eastern Standard Time. But your time now, money in American Eastern Standard Time. Sansu Ena Betis, any Cadiz at 3 o'clock. Until 2 games. Baku Kosovo Germany, Baku Kosovo Spain, and now France and so said they're not making Brest. Any Paris Saint-Germain na obi a hwe ni mu senka ene Lionel Messi be making a debut ba entumi ama so nti na jese no eno no ukọ nyame yadma ochina Saturday Germany Bochum any Mainz 05 Anopa 9:30 Frankfurt any Augsburg and so the same time Sanso and Freiburg any Dortmund and Grutterfurt any Bielefeld Hertha Berlin any Wolfsburg ni na 9:30 kickoff Leverkusen any Mönchengladbach there no 12:30 ntiano any games because we Germany Oko Spain Alaves any Mallorca 11 o'clock Espanyol any Villarreal 1:30 Granada any Valencia 1:30 Athletic Bilbao any Barcelona. What a game that will be. And also so 4 o'clock American Eastern Standard Time until you are peso shebino sanete Italy nyame aduma weekend we na mo league ni starting Inter Milan ni Genoa na ebebia no china awia 12:30 Verona ni Sassuolo enso saa Empoli any Lazio dia na 2:45 na Torino any Atlanta so 2:45 France china Monaco 11 o'clock omni Lens na facing Etienne and so any Lille and abebo no 3 o'clock and bekoso ochina nyame aduma England Premier League matches ebekoso ochina Anopa 7:30 Liverpool ebebo mo first home match of the season omoni Burnley and ede bebo ani Aston Villa and so ebetene 10 o'clock omni Newcastle United. Crystal Palace will be hosting Brentford. Everton will be playing as guest to Leeds United. Manchester City at Etihad Stadium will welcome new entrant Norwich City and Brighton and so ebebo as homesters to Watford 12:30 and as our game no ebeko. These are games going on tomorrow Sunday. Saying that here Germany, Hoffenheim, any Union Berlin, and Adibabweni, Anopa 9:30, Bayern Munich, any FC Cologne at 11:30, Ukopiem or Spain, Real Sociedad, any Vallecano 11, Atletico Madrid, any Elche at 1:30, and Levante, any Real Madrid at 4 o'clock. Italy Sunday, there will be 4 games. Bologna against Salernitana and Udinese any Juventus, Napoli any Venezia and Roma and so any Fiorentina. In France on Sunday there will be as many as 7 games. Lyon ebebo Clermont, Bordeaux any Angers, Metz any Reims, Montpellier any Lorient, Strasbourg any Troyes and Rennes any Nantes, Nice and so any Olympic Marseille ena ebebo ti wey any games ebekoso nyame aduma Sunday France. In England, the Premier League saying that here Kwesi Anopa 9 Southampton etnefie omo any Manchester United, Wolves ensusu any Tottenham into Ubera Molineux Stadium ena coach asisia Nuno Espirito Santo yeyi na dino or call back. What will happen? That will be an interesting game. Arsenal any Chelsea 11:30. That is the game of the week in the Premier League. Not just no so dia ekoso so ewo ho eno no bi say opo na aboboy no ni nyina no nyame aduma Monday and Leicester and West Ham Super Bowl in the Premier League. Manucho Maganda Gaucho Akwaba.
Yes. Yeah, Boko said we no. I mean, it has been a good moment and a good time. I mean, it's great to be back, and especially seeing you clouded in your jersey of choice, and European champions. I mean, what else can I ask for? I wish I could wear it for just a day. At least worst case, do a photo shoot with it. But a very good morning to our numerous cherished listeners. But Sunsumo Jessim say at this point in time, no, they are the European champions. They are flying high. I don't remember the last time they lost a proper game in a long while. So I mean, it's sweet to belong to such a fraternity. I mean, more fraternity and more a song. I mean, more like a foursome, more about threesome, more 4 songs and 5 songs.
Oh yeah.
No, I boko say we no. I'll share.
Then I'm late.
Then I'm late.
I don't say.
Bema they so late. I mean, if you come early, you'll be considered sankwas. You'll not be added to the actual booty. Until that's the reason why I'm late. I was only trying to be a man. That's why I'm late.
Kofi Nat, my angel. Kofi Nat, I'm special.
Kofi Nat. Kofi Nat. It's around the side. I've been asking Worcester.
I think so.
Oh, okay. When should I name them in person? Yes.
Sometimes, people I know, they change their names.
Exactly.
And they be they on a different team. So where
Madam Phoebe was saying your friend who confused Bewa, the bread pants and me one. Will be a friend and no Kofi Asari. Or you see confused Bewa or Facebook. I agree. Say people have homogeneous names. Sometimes why you careful? But could be a comedian say major girl. No, you see more Facebook. So I agree. Sometimes one can share pictures now that you might not see the person. Into Kofi Nat today. I mean, a very good morning to Kofi Nat. And who else?
Medical church. Why late?
Exactly. I mean,
let's get into the sporting issues.
Yes. I think I'll start from the very top. I mean, more like what a man should do. Start from the top. Never do the down.
Top here for if you never.
Wait, it's from Europe.
And I'm safe for him.
American standard.
And I'm safe for him.
Milano. Your friend Sultan Cortiano.
Oh, yes, Milano if you buy.
Milano if you buy. Made in Italy.
They have been made in Italy by a ton of him.
Maybe I told you.
Yeah,
I get you.
I made in China, but I'm made in Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam. They do most of that.
Well, no, Truki. Yeah, I mean that's
Truki here.
That's the actual name. Truki. Sana amobo mudin.
Truki.
Yeah, you told Truki.
Truki.
Yeah, it was boss from.
It's more mutie no manucho shirt na efe pa.
Yeah, Sultan Cortiano shirt.
You told no Truki. Oh, person what say Turkey.
Oh, okay. Sana
Turkey.
Okay. It's coming from Turkey.
Me dey na me mbara person microphone.
I get you. So there you have to be the devil's advocate. You are only doing your job. One of the best hosts I met Ghana, Otchere-Ankrah. He's so good. He plays the I mean, it's succinct. Even if you know it, you ask you for you to answer to make it beautiful. I agree. You know where it's coming from, but I have to mention it. Yeah. From the horse's own mouth. From the horse's own mouth.
Take your t-shirt.
Oh yes.
What's it Truki? I like that.
You'll be seeing more of them.
I know.
You'll be seeing more of them. So don't worry at all.
Truki.
From now, you'll be seeing more of my Truki inventions. I have a lot. I mean, designers on designers. Yeah, Nami Shami.
Truki.
I don't know about you, but Nami Shami, pal.
You don't know about me?
Yeah, but say me come say.
Okay.
Kofi Kinata say my man who American, you were American.
I feel the okay Kofi. Who the Kofi Kinata wear kasa?
Just as worse, but it's disrespectful. It doesn't make the worst right. I said Shatawale.
Stop saying those things.
I said Shatawale because it's disrespectful.
I'll cut your mic.
No, you have to respect me.
We are made a friend saying Piers Morgan.
I agree. I mean,
I walk up the show.
I agree. Okay. I mean, Semina Maker.
Don't touch Kofi Kinata on my show.
Somebody will tell you that he's not, but my encounter with him,
he's one of the finest musicians.
Oh yeah, he's a good musician. Humble. Okay.
Yeah, very.
Shatawale is very humble.
Okay,
Shatawale is very humble. Shatwale is very humble, right?
Yeah, he is.
Exactly. So who is not humble in Ghana?
Everybody is humble.
Yes. So you can take it that. For me, it's disrespectful
It's
towards
not.
me. And towards me. And I mean,
He's not.
It's game.
Nata is a fantastic gentleman.
He's what?
He's a fantastic
Then
gentleman.
I'm not. Then it's good as me, I'm not a gentleman. I know me, I'm not a gentleman.
Mr. Kofi Kinata.
So I'm not.
So now,
Very disrespectful. I mean,
he's not.
you can
Don't
be
use
good
very.
and disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful.
He's not. He's
I
not.
mean, the people of Takra
Let
don't know
me
what
say
I'm talking about. Let me say anything. Why?
Kofi Kinata about you, so be punch you.
Omwade.
Kwame
Che on match fixing. I think it's a very bad one. You see, interestingly, almost he paid bribe to referees to officiate games against a team that is chairman.
That is the allegation.
Yeah, it makes it very serious.
To get the CEO out.
Yeah, it tells you that the fire brewing in the Kotoko camp is so high. And you see, some of us are privy that Dr. Kwame Che was instrumental in bringing Nana Yawan to the club. You get worried. Because I remember so well, I had a brush with Light FM and I had beautiful discussions. That time, Nana Yawan was even in London there, trying to make Kotoko Hearts matches happen in London. That's when the tactical and managerial acumen was brought to player. Only a chance to coach Kotoko. And I don't know why standards have gotten to that point that Nana Aponsa is not seen eye to eye with the board chairman. And you see, interestingly, one runs the day-to-day administration, but I think the Kotoko system should be well defined, because I think the board chairman becomes the first in line. You being the CEO only runs the day-to-day, but you are a member of the board, and the chairman's words
this is how the Kotoko structure
exactly.
is.
I'll be
the board
chairman.
CEO he's automatically part of the board, but he runs the day-to-day.
Exactly. That's
the
what
chairman,
I said.
Board only a oversight board.
Exactly.
Nti Kwame Che nyo no be kire CEO ni say the only thing the CEO is supposed to do is uya de bia as I say usiki the approval and the consent of the board.
Yes.
You have to let them know.
Yes.
But near Kwame Che because a structure where you say I mean you can take ideas,
yes.
but I'm trying to say you cannot impose, because you are the board chairman, impose your ideas on the CEO.
Various way in Ghana they can say border. They make sure that the board, maybe say na my former boss was a member of the Polytechnic board with Takra TTU, and they had that first word. You see, you are running the thing all right, you are day to day, but any major policy decision the board must be in control.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
what I'm saying.
You late before them.
Yes. Kotoko, I've had the opportunity to be to be there, not to manage, but to know the inside and outside
of the club.
Yeah. The problem they have, until sometimes na ebimuka say nise na nakra opa board. So yes. Kotoko supporters say anytime on benya board bia team is in shambles, because the differentiation between the board
and the management team,
yeah, no want to mean clearly and distinct.
Yes.
And once a board chairman who feels he's in control,
exactly.
The CEO also feels he's in control. But the thing is, Kotoko board and from PV or BMO time what it is a oversight board.
Yeah, more of an advisory
board.
Find them money.
Exactly. It is CEO only BBA. No, I catch them say and then the board will sit on it and say omo bibi kan ho ne say yempene but for the most part obi be board chairman now per se ne honorary responsibilities as board chairman overlap.
Exactly.
So
there's always that conflict of interest.
Exactly. That has been the trend.
Tussle. There's that tussle in the team, and I think that is what is affecting.
It was one of those things which led to Kesben forming his own team.
Yes, I remember. Now we've been at a point in time.
Nano
said you had to give the team to Herbert Mensah without a board. That you know what Midasha running. I agree with you. That's where I'm taking the cue from. That in the early 2000s, that was the problem in Kotoko. Because at the end of the day, see the board always wants to have its own way, and the CEO also. But sometimes the CEOs also extend their powers, because yours is to run any major decision. The board must also be given that first hand.
Yeah,
they can decide yes or no to at that point.
No, but the point is, I know you are right, because every major infrastructure project policy you want to roll in the club, say it's transparent to the board, and the board should approve. But right now the problem is Abepo being said the board, most of the board members are with the CEO.
Yes, exactly.
Who a board chairman now disagree with CEO now. You don't have the power of 10 votes. You have one vote as everybody. So if the board is 9, now CEO need the Adiabani at 2 nipa 5. in favor, including himself.
Yes.
Because also is board member.
Exactly.
You lose.
So until I say that's the bigger problem there. More about Dr. Kwame Che was at the point in time the CEO. I remember so was he was giving the team previous team they forming board and then board in the power. The CEO. Is that not it? So Dr. Kwame Che was instrumental in getting an Aponsan to occupy that seat.
But the thing is, Otumfuo did it. Otumfuo appointed the board. So and then they got the CEO. But so even if you don't like it, that is the new way the owner of the club. What my point is, he didn't want to lose. I mean, you are Ghanaian, you know.
Yes.
He didn't want to lose as you any power now on run a club, no.
Yes.
But to form a board and make him the board chairman,
yes,
with
and
the
still
CEO,
control everybody around. I think in any case, the owner of the club, the life patron or the owner of the club, needs to step in because I think it's getting.
That's what the said.
The team is not getting.
Kodoko could have won the league from sources. Inside people wanted the team not to win. So
the times of Silver Crescent, there's Mr. Sylvester, now a chief. Bantama, so the owner and interesting the club is in Kumasi, he needs to step in. Say peace pipe even is almost smoky answer because when two elephants fight, the grass really suffers in the end. Inadvertently, Barreto had a lot of unkind words about the club. I mean, it tells you that the ground is not fertile, the ground is not good, so they need to really get themselves over. So I think that people will be one tight. As Amajan being relieved by Legon Cities, I think it's a call in the right direction. I wish Amajan, he came in with high hopes and spirit. Even last time I granted interview to Kesben FM, he spoke about the fact that he's become too heavy. He's even considering his own future with football. So to me, reducing weight, nice or overcoming those things, so I don't think it will make a lot of financial or economic sense to keep Asamoah still as a player of Legon Cities. He needs to that time away from football to really get himself back into the system. So for me, it's a lot of good news to hear that Jan, he's doing more talking than playing football. If you Bali wants to, he's just 34 years.
What is good news? The good news is Legon City for permanent.
Yes, that he should go and work on his physique and come back stronger. He shouldn't. It doesn't look like a footballer still, and I think he admits to it. That's also concentrating on himself.
3 games.
Just some 3 games. Yeah, just some 3 games with them. He admits
the fact
score
that just a goal. One goal.
It tells you that you see everything that the years and eyes are using in the site. He needs to play a bigger role. We will never run away from the fact that it was the biggest import to happen to our league in a long while. For him to take that major decisions to come back.
And then Lukaku, Lukaku.
Exactly. Look at Lukaku today. Now, very active.
No more than compare. May he so rest in peace.
Yeah.
Reverend Nyako.
Okay. Bishop Nyako. Bishop Nyako.
They know ye
Bernard Nyako. Yes.
They really look alike. Time Manchester for
exactly.
The
same size.
Exactly.
But he's worked on himself very well. So for Samojan, his scoring acumen is not bad. Oh, okay. Why you say we know?
No, he's bloated.
You see, we don't believe in body shaming people. But
Sorry to say
if you want to be a footballer, no, but footballers you need some level of physique. You have to play
be competitive.
To be very competitive. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I don't call Legon FC. Yeah. So for me, Legon FC have done the right thing. He should go and work on himself. A lot of money, dollars, not millions, dollars.
Yeah, no, Kotoko for intimate.
Signing on Crossover $300,000. I mean, that's how much he wanted to. And the monthly when Kranye is some 20,000. Said he was taking a lot of money.
How were they paying?
Yeah, Legon Cities. I mean, they need to be scrutinized. It looks like there was a point.
Yeah, Samoah Jan so coming on the enticements, bro.
That time of COVID near there, Yenshadan Park near there. I mean, it was an ambitious, audacious one because the guy who is scared anymore. But I mean, common sense I found reasoning that he needs to go and work on himself. He did not really bring them a lot of things to smile about.
As Samoah Jan, we should be celebrating you in that.
Yes, in terms of goal scoring, I think he's good. I mean, you can't run away
but
from
what
him. Some 3-4 games.
And I think there's nothing more in the tank.
Oh yes, of course. So on one second, so he's considering being a coach. Which any age I mean, he works with 34. Telling you that he still has some 5 good years.
What is Lewandowski, right?
Oh yes,
Lewandowski was at 33 and 32.
32. Last time I checked, no 33.
32.
Yeah. Cavani and I'm 32.
Yeah.
Even Ronaldo is 36, going 37. Yeah. Ibrahimovic is 38, 39. I mean, they are all still playing football. But for Samoah Jan, maybe because, but maybe what
does this do to his reputation? Being kicked out or axed by Legon Cities?
Yeah, he's built it already, and I think that Nyaka is also salvage. Yes.
Exactly.
They're mopping up.
When you said Diego Costa couldn't chrome.
Yeah, to play football.
Yeah.
I know. Now, player be crying recently.
So many of them.
Pereira said they come back.
So many. Kennedy even want to go to
Brazil.
Flamengo.
Yes. Also, we thought we could have that feeling too, that Asamoah will be that icon
to open the gate.
Yeah,
but Latinawako came and did fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he didn't get to the heights that Sulemana Braimah got to, so he could always go back to play. There was no pressure on him. But then I'm USA saying, but he can't. Like ACN, Sulemana Braimah, Samoa Jamon, and Harrison Afo, Antoniana, they coming back into the league proper because maybe they have spent forces outside. Even more with that respect, at least come and finish your career in Ghana. But now Samoa Janye, I think clubs will even be serious.
Okay.
Yeah. The next one will be Arsenal signs Ramsdale and Odegaard. I think it's good for their confidence. See, a call into the market. Arsenal has really been active. I think silently they really bought.
Their confidence. That's where you went from.
What's it?
It's your club. For our confidence.
No, I'm doing analysis. I'm not talking about. I'm not speaking as an Arsenal fan. I'm doing analysis.
Akra said,
I'm doing analysis. So I need to. Yeah, of course. I'm an Arsenal died, born, bred in the womb.
Kalusha, thanks for your advice yesterday.
My tattoo Arsenal advice went on the mount. How did the advice come into my analysis?
I'm thanking Kalusha for his advice.
What did he say about me? I know he will try to say, but I don't believe him. Whatever he tells you is not true. I don't know what he told you, but it's not true. And don't take his advice. And so
Kalusha,
what's Kalusha?
Hettins, why are dear?
Hey, let's go about me. He's never found say my money to make sure.
But you remember you said say I'm from Chelsea group no.
Exactly.
And na Kalusha to me for say also person as auxiliary.
Exactly.
But me careful.
Miguel was I say information. Now Miguel
was
tell me more information. Mate. I'll let you. Miguel was so.
Anna Kalusha catch them.
Miguel was so.
Me careful.
Yo.
Mama found cash as auxiliary.
I have one in there. My heart is there.
The way he sees you, no.
Me was so. No. You know me.
Say pan na platforms we are.
You know me.
I might is when rich men because I see that Chelsea. And you feel now because Arsenal saying
me Chelsea. Yeah. I've always told you say man Kwasna can be a Chelsea fan because of
man Kwasna.
Yeah, some started supporting Arsenal keep it club. That way Chelsea keep it club whatever. That's it. It's unfortunate. But I say no matter there's no problem when I decide to join their bus. I want to get to the final destination. See the club portability. My number is Arsenal but my network is Chelsea. You want me networking so amount power. Number there just a way.
We were going to watch our first game at the venue on Sunday, but baby anke your question no enya available Sunday. Omo yet some maintenance work.
And I'm call baby I come up. I'm sure
maintenance work being Sunday we into me concussion as a group.
It looks like a sports bar with a touch of class. Intimate maybe you guys can consider there. I mean
Moko baby.
Was it?
Moko baby.
Yeah, Miko baby.
Moko baby.
Miko baby.
Ungwana ko.
Na me kwan.
Na unkwan de okwa there o baby is a nice sports bar.
Because I'm a man.
Places like that nipa bakonko.
Oh, sports it's a pub. I mean,
a
seafood pub. I mean, so
pub.
Exactly. Na men then. Na me the other idea men then. Some content pub na maybe seafood.
Yeah, me sure.
Yeah, exactly. God is watching all of us. So I think as now they've done it's good. Also, must spend almost 130 million this time around. They're the highest spenders in the league.
Must spend
Oh yes, they are the highest spenders. Signing Lokonga, Tavares, Ramsdale.
Say 10 million, 20 million, 57 7 million.
About the moment, it's almost 129. No club has spent. The next in line is Manchester United about 114.
Say clubs no. Manchester United.
And so spend this. I mean,
Varane, Jadon, Sancho, right? Two players.
Exactly. Two
City,
players.
Grealish 100. Chelsea 98 for Lukaku.
I just checked the list before coming. I mean, in total, Arsenal have spent more.
But
French players. I mean, that's where I was going to. That in terms of quality, it looks a bit suspect. Because Ramsdale, when the club
Bawumia is playing against Chelsea on Sunday.
Oh yes, I mean,
Lacazette misses out alongside Willian.
Yeah, he had COVID. That's why.
I don't know. And now man for both we say Omu nim the Arsenal for Anka because you are supposed to report. But Enrique and Amuka Onyano. Opening day no one Lacazette.
No, but they didn't play. They were sick. They were No, maybe I had played. I mean, Oman can. Where's the way?
Chelsea they kind.
I don't think they breach anyone. So, but I agree that for very expediency there, I see I know I can so that people close and now we will be isolating. But they've been isolating. I mean, all this while. But second test, you know, we have him. Aubameyang have him, so he's in contention to play. And it's good to get Odegaard too. Eventually, I mean, sign up.
Odegaard, Aubameyang. They say they were when you give some mobile. So what can all along some mobile?
No. I mean, this is a difficult game. I mean, we're not there. It's very difficult. Chelsea are on fire. I mean, football doesn't follow logic.
JC.
Arsenal will win.
Or same Yankotin Contumri in Sesekai. Now last year, Kram team no not to some crown.
No, but that
home and away.
That game was an unnecessary game. I mean, as an analyst, I think this is when a Chelsea lose here. I think that then they deserve a lot of to be under the stick. What happened last season? At the end of the day, they did that. They were in the top 4. They won the Champions League.
No, but we needed the point. Last year, we needed support from Tottenham to get into the top 4. Tottenham had to beat Leicester for us.
The final day. I remember that time you were calling me after the first half. We were not.
You remember the coach kept talking about that Arsenal defeat. Why is he still dwelling on that?
No, but eventually, I mean,
because that defeat, but
for this one, it's more important because you have to gather all the momentum. I always say that you can't win the league in August, but you can lose the league in August because in that betting, they will do a 1 or 2 point difference and you lose. Even goals can give you a lot of headache. So that's why I believe that for Chelsea, they need to. They are going to this game as favourites. So I'm gonna well. No, but so this is Chelsea. I mean, they have that added edge. I think that they are working as European champions.
So who's winning?
Yeah.
A draw.
If Arsenal gets a draw, I think it will be good for them. A draw from Arsenal will be seen as a win. I'm expecting Chelsea. Anything less than 2-0, I'll be surprised. Because Chelsea on fire. But a London derby. So sometimes
London derby, anything can happen.
Yeah, the dynamics are not the same. But player to player.
When Chelsea were on fire last year.
Yes.
Exactly.
But this time,
you remember why you had to.
Oh yes, I mean I remember the last time.
And Lampard was it 13 games unbeaten?
Yes.
Moshe 3-1. Yeah.
I agree.
Last year Thomas Tuchel by New Lusu match crowd home.
Exactly.
No Lusu home.
No, they 2-0.
1-0. 2-0.
Oh yeah, Shemu 2.
1-0.
Oh yeah, sure. Hey, Kabwe 2-0.
1-1. You cry pekatia.
Last minute I did back account.
Mo de ba ko kan Moshe 1-0.
2-0.
Betima 2-0. 1-0.
Yeah, so but that game now, someone bought some regulars. Yeah, I mean.
Say now, no, or make us or checking results and saying, 1-0.
No, I mean checking.
Mushe 3-1. Under Lampard and Mushe, first saying, Mushe 1-0. Or Stamford Bridge.
I want the Bawumia. Yeah, but that Bawumia.
Why a Bawumia?
Bawumia pa. And I'm just say try to choose.
If we are seeing,
two now one day now. I mean. One day saying
Nyankopon tena baby out
one him say
na wo Stamford Bridge no na onim so ntimi nhye when ya one I say
that game dey na me say betumi ahye but enye enhia
mo share one na be defend
ye share one na share 3 ya say mo share ya chill the last time was 2019
yeah na say Frank Lampard share 2-1
tell me Ibrahim share after about 2-2 near about 2-1 ya share 3-1 ya share wache ya share what was 3 times, but I mean that mind game.
What's the one to us 3 times? Last 5 games.
FA Cup 2-1. FA Cup 2020 2-1.
Yes, FA Cup final. Musisi no.
Chelsea.
Uma Kovacic undeserved red card.
We share back to back. Nah, 2020 your first.
I said this year you share more.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's but I know they say a friendly game.
No, but mo share last 5 games. 2-2, 2-2, 2-1, 3-1.
Not 0-1
and a 1-0
exactly.
And 2-1.
Yeah, in the mind series. But I mean, it's but that one will not really count. But for me, it's a game. The reason why maybe Arsenal fans will be confident that at least the derbies when they come hard and fast, because Chelsea will in a way respect Arsenal, and Arsenal will get some chance to play. But I'm expecting a very big game. I mean, whichever way, like you said, is the biggest game for the weekend. Unfortunately, you played on Sunday, right?
The coach said, 11:30 Sunday. Yeah, so coach need say. Arsenal lost the first game.
Yes.
And they are playing at home. So it will be a tricky game because they'll go all out. They wouldn't want to lose 2 games
on the trot, on the bounce. But it can happen to. It's unfortunate. You have to after you couldn't climb
Afajatu, right?
After if you couldn't climb Afajatu, then you shouldn't think Kilimanjaro will be easy. Then there's Everest too. So there's no hope. Say once you couldn't climb Afajatu, there Kilimanjaro will be easy in Kenya. No. Coach, I mean, it's an analysis that.
Oh no, money above your money.
There'll be some small respite.
Oh, but that is even the League Cup. League Cup number West Brom.
Yes.
And then Namwako City.
Yeah.
So you are playing Chelsea, City, consecutive in the league.
So they have to beat Chelsea. They have that way to beat Chelsea. But
why?
It will be a difficult game.
City on.
Yeah, City have always been tough customers for Arsenal. So more chance to be Arsenal.
Chelsea.
More chance to be Chelsea in that regard. And I put the switch out of the Arsenal game. I think for now, Chelsea have a lot of quality to really be looking at him. But it will be good to have.
I don't know why the teams they did the league schedule no fixtures too tough.
But me, I like it.
No, Chelsea playing Arsenal after Arsenal your next game Liverpool.
Wow.
And then Aston Villa, and then Tottenham, and then Man City. All Chelsea games but of all the teams so far the easiest one cry and the more easiest the more America cry Aston Villa, and Aston Villa is a very stubborn team.
Last year they lost their campaign.
Last year hype.
Yes. But that's what makes us love the EPL.
Last game, lose one share.
Oh yes, I remember so well. And then me pay EPL. Wow. Tottenham in some Hunuma Arsenal and qualify. And I say any boy. I remember so well doing that. But Benzema also signed contract extension. I think it's good for him. I mean, he's a legend of the club. They've decided to keep him in there. It would be nice to have an Mbappe to the team, but hey, I mean, lots of good news for them now. Lewandowski being available on the markets now, like you said. I
listened to Bayern directors.
Yeah, but at least.
But other media people, transfer gurus were quoting say
100
million would tempt Bayern to sell to get Haaland.
But that would be a lot of money too. Which club would be ready to spend 100?
City. They mentioned City.
At his age, he doesn't really have a resale value.
But that guy can play about 5 years old. That guy takes very good care of himself. Why is Ronaldo Lewandowski? No?
It's a gamble. Because he said, I don't know about league is a ragged. I mean, this is a league. It comes with all that pressure. So for me, Nana can say there's a chance he might just leave the team. Any money more.
I think he wants a new challenge.
Okay, he's just 32 years. I think he's very
32.
Young. Yeah, August 21st will be 33.
Yeah, wait till about 30 up to 36.
And he's a warrior. I mean, maybe some 70, 75, but 100.
But what is going on with Tottenham and Hurricane? You don't think Lewandowski will be a better fit for City style of play and everything?
He will be better and he will fit the bill.
He will score more goals than Kane.
And he's an achiever. Kane, at times, social way now. I mean, we are done with achieving. Sometimes go Kane be near there. But for team in any glory. And he said, City, or if they do proper and better analysis, Lewandowski for 100 will not be bad.
For the next 3 years at least.
Yes, next 3 years. And you that time Kane and Anopa Bosuo he can even come eventually. So I think it will not be a bad one. They won't
buy Kane after 3 years because he's going to be 31.
Oh, but still you have.
That's why City said they made a statement that if
now or never.
If they don't get him this season, their interest is we dead and gone.
Anyway, that is where they decide to. But I think you can even get Lewandowski and Kane at the same time. Maybe because it's too expensive.
And by then, push Bernardo Silva to get Kane. Bernardo Silva doesn't want to play in the EPL.
Yeah, so my point is that getting all the two of them means that Kane is like 27, or 28.
Kane is 28.
You can get him at 29. Until you win, and not just bend until we turn around 60 or 70 because virtually I signed 3 more years.
Kane was 3 years.
3 years to go.
So until Daniel Levy.
Inside I send you.
Just last year. And Daniel Levy, 2 years on few.
2 years, 29. You sell him 150 million. And the player now better bro.
And I also contract no other
because the age and everything comes into play. Because at 28, football that's when you've peaked. Because 10 years down the line, we start at 18 your peak is 20 at 28, 29. It is after 29, a player are very expensive. There are only few Messi and Ronaldos in this world, so it will not be a bad one. But I think this one might just turn the head of Daniel Levy a bit. That Lewandowski available because we all said that City's hands are tight. Because as hope say when you an out and out striker in Kenya, what now check. So you need to pay through your nose to really get him. But this time around in there, Lewandowski, signs of Lewandowski, maybe they'll quickly do a good business for them to gain. Yeah.
Dan?
Yeah, Dan. I think
I will send back Kwesi say Liverpool Brazilian midfielder Fabinho. Ne papa ifim.
Oh.
Brazil for no papa who can say goalkeeper
Edison and so
no Edison City. Liverpool goalkeeper
Alisson,
yeah. How devastating anyhow
died. I mean,
terrific.
The name mysterious.
Yeah,
I mean,
mysterious.
Swimming was said couldn't come back. So that was a bit more painful. But whichever way, it's a loss. I mean, a life has been lost.
And Fabinho so papa FM. Yeah.
We are all hoping that he stays strong and he's able to navigate these boats beautifully.
From us, Yema Fabinho.
Yeah, Papa.
Your condolences and our deepest sympathy goes out to the family of Fabinho and Liverpool Football Club. Okay. And Neymar Mbappe out against Brest. So Messi's anticipated debut will not be this weekend.
It's unfortunate. We thought that Brest was a perfect opportunity for Messi to showcase skill and artistry. But once they decided that there's a lot of time, they will not waste time on the Brest. We are a bit sad, but I think eventually get to play. I don't like that wise saying or proverb that, ice cream when kept well in the fridge, it becomes delicious or stronger. This is football. You need to start blending your team very well. And it doesn't come any better than an easier game, something you can really massage very well for orgasm in Brest. But once they've decided against it, some of us can only watch them. And even Neymar too is not part of the team, because these are what people are relishing. I've always told you that these are players. It's not that they've not played before. They played under a different badge. But this time around, they are playing under PSG. People want to see that chemistry, that artistry, that adroitness. So for us, I think we can wait one more week. Pochettino, he needs to be careful, because sometimes then it loses his steam and vigor. But whichever way, they have a avalanche of talent to really delay Messi coming onto the pitch. So I was eager. My landlord was even asking me that Messi will be playing and what channel will be showing the game. I'm so poor between my catcher. America, where can they watch it?
Bein Sports.
Bein Sports will be showing it. Okay. That game. Unfortunately, there's no Messi, no Neymar. But it doesn't take away anything from the team. People will still want to watch. I'm disappointed, because when it comes to Brest, I want Messi to play against us, so that we can appreciate getting a huge player like him coming to our stadium. But once you have Brazil as a defender, what do you have to care about? You still find a way to make the Brest firm.
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9. Yemfa sports segment in ECNT. Just like we said, Chelsea Arsenal 11:30 on Sunday. It's going to be a massive and a big game. Go Blues! Yeah. Go Blues!
Go Blues.
NG 6 points, because against Liverpool and against City, it's going to be tough.
Exactly.
If you compare Liverpool and City, the weakest team amongst them, Arsenal.
But football has changed.
Manucho say, among grab points in free Honor City by then.
Yes.
Chelsea most among grab points in free Arsenal.
Comparatively, which one is difficult? City will be difficult for Arsenal than Chelsea, with all due respect. Now, football na evolve, and Arsenal tell Arsenal Brentford, this is the easiest. But it's all what happened. Sometimes you only take every game as it comes. The bigger ones even gets you more motivated to really practice harder, because when you say Chelsea wouldn't come easy, they have two of the finest midfielders in the world in their middle. Gunning even for European Player of the Season, UEFA Player of the Season.
Who do you think will win? 3 players: Kevin De Bruyne, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho.
Jorginho for me. For everything, I think he's really paid his dues. A player a season or two ago, he was virtually being pushed out. Has come back to be the hero. I think Kante, Kevin De Bruyne is not in this picture. Kante or
so whichever way the best European player comes to Chelsea.
Exactly. You
think so?
Any of these two should get it for me. I wouldn't be surprised. People look at it as an individual award, more, because we want to reward people's efforts, because not every team that can win the championship. But I'm a firm believer of the fact that it's a team sport. So the first caveat is the team should achieve before we take the best player out of it, unless of course there are no round team. For that reason, my head feels that Jorginho, but my heart tells me that what Kante does is a beast. He's a predator in the middle of the park. So I'll not be surprised if he also gets it.
Okay, so it is what it is. The sports segment in EC and Daniel share other stories. And we'll be looking at the Anglican priest. What kind of letter? No?
I've read it very well. In Toto. You know Toto. Last time I told you about Toto.
What kind Kalusha
he has a visitor.
Or visitor.
Yes.
And Ronnie Kofi Koji Goose.
Yes, I know.
Say no Okachiro.
Yeah. I same plan. Say
also Beba studio in Temle.
Yeah, I know.
Say me name am the man, I just what they call.
Yes, this is Kalusha.
If you see who?
Yeah. Me come back say me yenti me come and not you can't see the man is beaming with smiles all the time these days.
If you see who King Kalusha. Anyway, couple of messages and then we move on. Mamia Basi, good afternoon, my favorite morning crew. Nyamia Dum doing well, pa. I hope you guys are well. When I was asking about how she was doing. Opo, a happy birthday in advance to my senior brother, Kwesi Pratt. I wish all his desires be materialized. He's doing the listening now. More wins, bro. Kwame, Nkrumah-Addo.
That's a beautiful name.
Yama, happy birthday in advance.
Yes.
Kwame Nkrumah-Addo.
Yeah, Kwame Nkrumah.
The combination of Akufo-Addo and
yes, 2 presidents.
Yeah.
He's the first and last president ever to grace Ghana at this point. At least till a new one comes, Akufo-Addo remains the present and the last. So he has a beautiful name.
Yeah.
Kwame Nkrumah-Addo.
Yeah. Kwame Yama, happy birthday.
So between the Pemba pa, it didn't way. Just the name. I'm not saying Pemba. In Idino, it's a powerful name. It's a powerful name.
Kwame Nkrumah-Addo, Mami Abasi and Fafidi Suma, happy birthday.
Us, so he knows what I'm talking
in
about.
advance. Was it the birthday is tomorrow?
Yes.
See, okay. Long overdue. He looked down on the club even before joining. Jan didn't add any value to the club.
I agree.
Mami Abasi for us to sell Legon cities for a Pama Samoa Jan.
I agree.
Every team in the moon because of the Bomo Kake. Yeah, the Obebo. I say Manucho Magandi is late. Yes, Mami Abba. For some reasons, which I can only explain off air to you.
Yes. Yes.
Blessed
is my heart too. Don't break your heart.
Blessed Sun, 2 p.m. I'm Asante Mampong. Opo, I'm really enjoying the show live from Mampong.
Yeah.
Please greet Manucho for me.
Shatter the whole Ghana except Kojo Krom. Kojo Krom, there's my base.
Ashanti, Osandi Fofroba. I said 2 p.m. Ashanti. Okay. Corruption will never stop in Ghana due to the unsubmissive to work. This agenda 111 is causing financial loss to the state. 419, I bet you. Greetings to Mr. T.K. Braimah. The only 2 p.m. shattered the whole Ghana. Mami Abasi, England has always been tough. That's why Magandi Manuchu said it's a make or break in August.
Yes.
Nana Kofi Abeka says, good afternoon, my bosses. Today, dear, I'm late. I hope Arsenal. I hope Arsenal will beat Chelsea so that my boss Nucho can smile small.
Yes.
Nana Kofi Otimbe. Abeka Otimbe. Nana who Otimbe. I say Arsenal fans are really suffering. Heartbreaks no Dawson.
This is not the first time.
I say Arsenal fans more so far.
Come on. You're broken heart.
That's why he said heartbreaks.
Yeah.
No Dawson.
You're broken heart.
You
lose you.
Yeah,
but it's a London derby, so anything can happen. Derbies are played differently because they have girlfriends who are also our girlfriends. So sometimes they tell us tactics and stuff. So that's what we use. So you'll be using their girlfriends against them because we live in the same vicinity. You did chance in back home. We farm on the same piece of land. Sometimes we don't know ourselves. So it all comes into play in some of these games.
Okay, Nana Kofi no Manchester United.
Oh yeah, Man U.
And say that you are on fire.
Exactly.
And surprisingly, as a Manchester fixtures, Chelsea, City,
they also have their day. They have their own day.
Yeah,
exactly.
Early stages,
exactly. They will peak at the right time and be playing those ones.
Also, sometimes when you're easy games now, it gives you rhythm.
Yeah, exactly.
It gives you rhythm. Chelsea.
What's it? There are pros and cons. Sometimes when you're difficult ones, they've not settled yet. So you take your points off them and run away. By the time they get on fire, you'd have finished with them. Yeah. But I think it will be the reverse is always the best. That but relatively easy teams now got about 21 points before you go into those big games. Yeah. Because that team, you can even decide to go for a draw and still.
Yeah, Manchester played Manchester. Almost at least their next game is Southampton, and then Wolves, and then Newcastle, and then West Ham, and then Aston Villa. And then Everton,
it's a good
Leicester.
Moment. It's a good moment.
Yeah, and son, almost toughest match October 24th against Liverpool.
Wow.
But then about Liverpool, no more about Tottenham, no more about City. 3, no more Breaky, no more about Watford. Then they come to Chelsea and then they play Arsenal.
Wow. So they'll have their day, but the point is they might have gotten their rhythm by the time they get
there.
Exactly. I'll prefer to have their fixtures than the other one. But
because Chelsea, they are not Chelsea Arsenal.
So far, by 7 matches, them crab 20 points. I realize that then this league is within reach because you have no about Norwich, Brentford, no money at the end.
Manchester,
no, by that time, they had games because about Liverpool, now draw 2 points lost.
Yeah, because by then they'll be playing Chelsea. They'll be playing Chelsea, Liverpool. Arsenal, with massive points build up.
But whichever way, so why Joe there now you don't care because Liverpool 3 points lost and 2 points game. Say league near one more you be 4 pay. They be any 4 or 5 teams. Instead be no games in you drawer. It's a win. Now winner. So all those dynamics will start playing because the typical Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool. It's happy a Chelsea fan in Yaji. Because whichever way it will affect.
So let's see how it goes. I want us to win all our 7 games. First 21, Operation 21.
Of course.
And then Kayaji League, City, Liverpool,
Yeah. But this is the EPL. I mean, I love it when you mention some fixtures. It makes us believe that the most competitive, well-watched, because these are games people want to watch. Reason one care for me is Super League, European Super League.
Mami Abba says Manucho, he's married for now. Why for now? Say he's married. But yeah, he's married for now. For now. Can't need no birthday no. Nkrumah. Okay, say on funny Dean Pemano.
Oh, okay.
And Mami Abba say he's married for now.
Oh, okay.
But we look for little sweet for him when he's 50.
In Ketwade.
When he's 50.
Yeah, make me 50 as on him.
But after
15 bad time chokra.
I don't know Mami Abba say he's married for now.
To say or the Shenko bino.
No, for now, not just our is it timely?
No, chance at 50, married for now, so until obey mass 50 going. That's how I understood it. Married for now, I be in the 30s and early 40s.
They say yeah.
Until you're 50 there.
Now for Penkitwa.
Yeah, I'm ban time to cry. Oh no, I say we no King Solomon and I say David no. But ban cry is some fresh energy. And so Beman Beboti when ninja. It's for 18 years. He be no friend. Hey, Mr. Opoku Jemfi, Mr. Opoku Jemfi. Hey, now we bomb Otchere-Ankrah now with the true feelings at that age. It's allowed. So till you are 50, 55. For now, be faithful to your faithful wife. I mean, that's what gentlemen and real responsible men do. And I know so far so very good and easy. But I want to thank you. You've done well. It has not been an easy road for you at all. Because man shall not live by bread alone. But now you are being forced to take Nkatenkwan all the time. I envy you. I don't want to be in your shoes, but
is it okay? Nkrumah do asem anasa masem na oka.
Oh, send me fast with the 2 or 4. I'm passing the message through you to them. Oh.
Okay, Max Billion, see good day seniors. Hello, Manucho Kwaku Frempong. I know his name is Manucho Kwaku Frempong. Or the Asembeba Manucho.
Yeah.
Okay, you move on now share issues on our desk this morning. We will be talking about the kissing priest.
Yeah.
It's been a topic every day, everywhere. Now, Cecilia Miwahaya Yakasaya breaking news be by and there. Me who jure me kakra. Yes, you'll be facing police.
Oh yeah, I told you.
Prosecution.
I told you.
Wow.
No, you're a very criminal. This is apology is late in coming, but you need to sign a lawyer. You go kissing covered innocent girls. I mean,
kissing Anglican priest faces police investigations.
Oh yeah. But I think it should be done, but being put in way there, but you don't have to encourage some of these things.
A human rights issue.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you're little girls.
Okay, so let's start off from there. There's like I say, Danko African Market, Kankalabas, 785 Main Street, Brabedu Joanina, and a weekend, they were doing this year. Now, young Fabin so Emma. Rashida Financial Services. Usika someone to training in Abra. Na yentutumau. Me pacho for Rashida 781-354-3060. Indemnity life insurance. Nina no any universal. Ebe mobi. Sanso ena Dr. Kwame Amponsa. Emani na mutie no. Munko 10 Winthrop Street. Hona Dr. Kwame Amponsa wo pap smear. Koko ye. And tell more fibroid no and get it out of hand. Opesa wo brana Dr. Kwame Amponsa examine no wow. Need to me wo. Even in your 50s, in your 45s, Dr. Kwame Amponsa be yama, wa ye bia mebimo, wa ben, oye, obitima your primary doctor, or sign ye housemanship, my doctor, so child doctor for the into a being ye pa, or say surgeon on top of that. For Dr. Kwame Amponsa, na ebra, na ye examine 508-459-2706, 508-459-2706. Yen shas yen free the kissing priest Manucho aswe na yemfa all the stories related to the story no Emma T4 papa na de krata babonten opacho na we happen to have a copy of the letter here printing here we by try faded a little faded
mine
but
is a bit okay
computer no so the almost scan it to so no Father Baltazar Obin Labi Venerable Statement of Apology. Reference: Incident occurring at St. Monica's College of Education. My attention. Hey, so I'm not starting now.
Yeah, it's attention.
My attention has been drawn to a video which has been flashed on a number of social media and television screens and on radio and other media stations. This unfortunate incident happened during a church service in appreciation of the level 300 students who would be going for their macro teaching off campus teaching P.
Yeah.
When college resumed the next academic year by the college's chaplaincy board, the 3 students seen in the video performed extraordinarily well and were therefore called to be appreciated by the chaplain. An attempt to add a human touch resulted in the scene in the video. Accordingly, I am sincerely sorry for my actions seen in the video. I seemed to have taken a number of things for granted. I did not think my behavior through, and I admit that the act and its setting are wrong, even in the absence of COVID-19. I sincerely apologize to my Archbishop, the entirety of the Anglican Communion, the college, the affected students and their families, and the generality of the public. I pray for forgiveness from all and sundry, and plead that you hold me in your prayers during these trying times. May God bless us all. Thank you. Signed, Reverend Father B. Obeng Labi. Very touching letter.
Very touching, but better late than never. Too little, too late. I've always told you that at the Otchere-Ankrah, he needed to.
Oh, send Chevy. I say weekend here na DC.
Weekend here na viral, but later I say Bantam. Today it's a weekend. I say 1 more week. From Monday now, I start his office here. He decided to bring it up.
Mamia, but before I even finish reading the letter, unapologetic apology. He's got no excuse.
Exactly. I mean, that's you accepting is another one. But the truth is that this is the first time. First line, so like people like Alusha felt, and not him as a person, but they will hold a view that Ankenya Simbia. I think Kwesi Pratt also has some dispensation to it. You might add it eventually to it. That people felt that Ankenya one because Bible talks about holy kisses and stuff, but you and I were not there to see whether they were given behind the palm or the waist or the navel. Or the what's a holy kiss? But
we saw the video.
No, like the holy kiss in the Bible, maybe the navel. Okay, say holy kiss. I've seen somebody being kissed on the navel, somebody being kissed behind the palm, somebody being kissed on the forehead. So like we were not there to see what holy kiss is about. And people felt that this is the proper holy kiss being given by the pastor. But on say even he did not use proper sense of judgment.
I say even in the absence of COVID.
Lip to lip on virgins. I mean, a girl was a virgin.
I wish Kalusha was here. I wanted to hear his version.
Yes.
Of
no, I can say pressure. I mean, he will entitle that the man can say Charlie police prosecution bemo because 110 criminal proceedings look at is you remorse. Remorse is a very important tool in a criminal justice delivery because at the end of the day, but what is he thinking? What is he saying? Can there be a chance of a
Kwesi Pratt Randy Abbey is changing on that.
Very interesting.
Kwesi Pratt condemned the act.
Exactly.
But then Okase people contextualize it to be holy kissing from the Bible.
Exactly.
And Randy Abbey say holy kissing in the Bible can mouth to mouth.
Yes.
Say for anutria or bar no nefin no face. Holy kisses.
Yeah, honestly.
So that was where they were fighting back and forth.
Because interestingly, Randy Abbey is staunch Christian of a sort. Say Duncan Williams, sorry. Faith Action Chapel.
Yeah.
Now Kwesi Pratt is also known atheist in a way. He doesn't believe in the Bible. He's always said it. Say on the Bible too. I've been listening to people to they think the Bible covered the business rather than the actuality near there. This is a one of the there's also a school of thought in that regard near there. So for me, it's an interesting exchange which I can add to it. So, but the most important thing is that I respect Reverend Father Labi now because this is what I wanted him to do. That's another chance to.
I think the tone of his letter should let people.
But the start was a bit harsh. Maybe saying already now, my attention has been drawn to.
Yeah, it's a bit
weird. It's a bit
that's
weird.
That's where all starting my attention has been drawn on that.
Because I send me what you want from him. No, you don't talk like that. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't measure people by the English that they speak or they write because you might be mistaken.
Straightforward. Say, I write. Maybe to apologize for the unfortunate viral video, blah blah blah. This unfortunate incident happened during blah blah, and then but once I come my attention, I had to say you are not aware. People are just drawing your attention to but maybe he could also be excused for the fact say no him say I call viral.
Yes. No, but there what simple one say. I am writing to apologize. Yeah, you natural apology letter, papa.
Yeah. No, sometimes you have to go straight.
Yeah, you have to go.
I'm writing to apologize.
Sometimes no romance. Straight. Pa. Then you finish. You're happy. They're happy. I mean, it's allowed. Some people call it quickie, right? Some call it quickie. You don't always have to waste time in the name of making love. So I agree. This letter looks like a romantic letter to a girlfriend. My attention has been drawn
but
to
I think for the most part, he was very humble in the letter.
Oh, I
say accordingly, I'm sincerely sorry for my actions seen in the video. I seem to have taken a number of things for granted.
I seem to have. This letter does not apologetic. Say measure by way now, unless of course you are.
I did not think, but so Kasati say a manu ajimai.
Exactly, but
I did not think. My behavior through.
Yes, but still,
and I admit. You see, that's where these are some of the words now expected. I admit that the act and its setting are wrong, even in the absence of COVID-19. I think that is where
the emphasis is. I mean, when I read it twice. The top, I was a bit.
My attention has been.
Yes, I felt this letter is thrown in. Maybe a headmaster biology or throw letter to the student. My attention has been drawn that some students have been going to town using unapproved routes. Blah blah blah. Then because you're referring to topic sentence, when you decide to write, it's not about who will read to the end. People are always interested in your first topic sentence and your first paragraph. It should give me an idea, everything I'm going through. The rest are add-ons. But first paragraph now looks a bit off color. The rest become, because you think about to reach to that point. You understand? But at the end of the day, it's an apology letter.
Later, they will be obeying because meaning say here Ghana for. This issue and rana meeting news everywhere.
Yeah.
TV so.
It belongs to
news for editors.
Let me say, I mean. You are
not a priest. You see, what makes him.
I'm a disappointed priest because seminary. Not to me. I'm a 40 year and I'm about 6 years. 6 years. Until you can't say I'm not a priest. I'm a disappointed. You can call me a disappointed priest, a DDP. But you say I'm not a priest there. I saw what in the post so.
So let's get to the other side where criminal investigations are being conducted.
Oh yes, it should be done because there are two sides to it. That at the end of the day, these are girls.
Kissing Anglican priest faces police investigations.
Yes.
Acting on the advice of Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. So it's actually from Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. Yeah. Authorities of St. Monica's College Education have lodged a case of sexual assault. Wow. Sexual assault against the embattled Anglican priest who kissed students of the school. Reverend Father Balthazar Obinlabi kissed 3 female students of the school on the lips during a Sunday mass service. His conduct has since received wild public condemnation with calls for strict sanctions against the man who has been working in the past 5 years as school chaplain and lawyer. He has since apologized for his conduct. In an apology letter addressed to the internal province of the Ghana Anglican Communion, he prayed for forgiveness from the affected students and their family. Bishop of the Anglican Church, St. Monica's College of Education, and the church and the general public. Manu?
Yeah. I was expecting, I'm not surprised. There's a criminal aspect that you see, every part needs to be looked at and reviewed. Being given a criminal twist does not mean that he's guilty and he will be put in jail and I say baby. But whichever way, we don't want to encourage a chroma say, what don't sakra kobo or basebi or bapwa. Let's say one shadow, there will be that element of criminalization. Then it will be proven beyond reasonable doubt that you did it with the intention of harming or maiming or making the girls look taking something from the girls. That aspect will be looked at. So for me, the principle has been established. After reading the story and seeing what happened, I told you that there are two sides. Assuming he was a priest, there's no excuse for being a novice or not knowing what to do. But the point here is that why you suffer no there and can say, oh, bad sense of judgment. But you are a lawyer of repute too. And I'm not sure Bisan say no school no be how will he feel or think about it? I'm sure these are basic questions that you'll be asked, and you should be truthful to him in everything. Be truthful to their own self. So I think that for me, it's a call in the right direction. That you don't leave anything to chance. Let's call him for that one. We should find a way to know whether institute criminal charges. He goes to answer.
Yeah,
the girls too. You see, because
so Ghana Tertiary Commission actually encouraged the school Mampong.
Yes,
to lodge an official complaint. At
maybe
the
that 15 or 30 seconds clip that we saw is just a micro of the bigger story. people will now come and give testimonies. I mean, then we can really write the story well. Because Kakrani we can only testify to it. But you see, I mean, how well can it? Maybe you can see other girls from the office now there. Who knows? So that's why we are issuing a criminal way. So yeah, or what's some number can build up case. You realize you say he's just a pervert. Then we put him in jail. I don't think that we. Oh yeah, of course.
So you're actually calling for him to
if he's a pervert and he's been sleeping with the girls and be kissing them all around the place, so we think he should be left among human beings.
It's so sad.
He will be. He should even go register as a pedophile. That's why. It's a school them more knowledge, but wisdom then wisdom knowledge you might
no, I'm just thinking about
career. Yes.
You know,
and actually if don't worry about
it. Ghana for some kakramokan.
Yes. Holy child. You know, we had priests and nuns teaching us. You understand? And then one of them was teaching us RME. We used to make fun together in class, asking so you don't have a girlfriend, but you know, it was just on the shallow. But him kissing on the pulpit in the church is off. It's off. It doesn't give him respect as a priest, and then I mean he's not setting a good example for so the.
What should be done?
Actually, he should be sacked. I heard he was sacked. So I mean, it's a good position.
What is respect to a man who wants to catch feelings? What is respect to a man who wants to catch feelings?
So, Casa said, "Into wins with the idea. What's your baba?"
Maybe I can. Maybe I said, "What in the church here?" Then we are kiss your more forward son. I say, "I'm more fan of Casa." Next time, the money will be sir. Now we are born, and that's what the engine pound. Student in the same way, like I saw, I show more no my into Moody. I wouldn't need no blame.
I see my empamano.
Yeah.
Coco.
You know,
be idea. But the first lady said she be sacked. Let's listen to three samples now for it was.
As in somebody who was nursing something inside his heart, and the devil gave him the platform. Though God did it. They did well and they came out in flying colors, but he took the advantage of that to exercise his. What he has nursed in his heart by kissing those students. Though the Bible talks something about holy kiss, but I think that one is out of sort. Certainly, this one is not an holy kiss. It's aromatic. I believe that they have councils, so the councils of the church should call them, or they have hierarchies. They should call them, and this matter should be strictly, they should tackle it the way that those things should stop. These are things that reduce that it has been again the work of Christ on earth. Christ has given us a platform to flourish and blossom, bringing souls. But when souls are seeing this, it's like you go to a nightclub and you see people doing this, and you are in church, you see people doing that too. What's the difference? There's no difference.
So what should they do to the priest?
No, they should, as in appropriate action should be taken. He should be called to, he should be questioned, and I think they should take action. They should take action to stop all these menace in church.
People are saying they should sack him. Do you agree?
Sacking people, it means you've given, you are like you don't sack people. You still allow. Our God is a God of second chance. He will still give him a second chance. You understand? Whatever he has done, this is something he has nursed in his mind. So he has the platform to exercise it, and he did. But that does not mean he's a bad person. You understand? So he can be called, they can give him some punishment and, reduce, kind of give him a result that then later they can, when he has shown some sign of remorse and come back to his senses, he can see.
This guy can be a pastor.
Yeah, but when it comes to men and women, how the girls suck him. I mean, there's no.
Yeah.
But the guys, and you see, sometimes I'm forced to align with these guys because send a can be a school, born in degree.
I mean,
one bad act.
Yeah.
And send a career. I mean, sometimes I would want a criminal investigation to be done. Maybe
he did it because the Emma at the NIA news case said the can say or a sofa.
Yes.
And or sorry.
Exactly.
That's what makes it worse.
People feel that.
But I am from Sonaba. We should see it as such. You're rebuking enough. I think, say, killing his career. Him
no, you interview.
Sexual assault is a serious charge.
Of course, but that was sexual assault. Because it was done in a church. What so be we bunu come there. We are not from now. Last one obunu komo mu. Ghana so kwa chiropractic surgery.
Kalusha can want it.
No, but me so be common case no. Among we buda ma me I'm careful with them. I don't hold their necks to break it in the name of. You see, people might say that because it's a church setting, we only want an investigation to be done. If girls don't come out that it's the first time, say then we will forever hold our peace. But
so all investigations,
yes,
you are not even looking at this incident.
No.
You are looking, say, Papa Netima said, yeah, he might have been doing more.
I'm wondering a way kissing on the office. Girls are it needs to be done because we don't want perverts and pedophiles living amongst us.
Are you not being too hard on him?
I'm not. No, I'm only asking questions.
We haven't heard anything of the sort. Why are you
because you're not opening the inquiry?
Why are you thinking in that area? Why are you going there?
The girl is saying the girl na you kissing in part and the virginity Lucy. So you should know that people don't easily come out with some of these things. The men have been abusing women in some of these settings. Men are moved by what they see. Now we wish for. So we will not sit back and realize we are not angels. But the point is that you have to a certain level of control. Until with such a man, or your registrar near the or venerable, church. It's one of he has a position. He's a Anglican church. He's really revered. It's maybe say sometimes I'm the way Katasun have small girls. Until let's find a way to be sure. Opo, I'm only asking questions. I'm not being hard on him. Information about the man is clean and this is the first time and he didn't exercise good sense of judgment. Everything will be laid to rest. Say okay, see a first time offender there, then he deserves a second chance. But so that is done. So that is proven. I will not sit here and be thinking and channel. Nobody in prison. Very few. See, he needs to undergo that one. That criminal Dosu even should take it up and get the girls to talk. In camera interview of some of the girls. How he relates to them. And girls they should come out and talk. I don't like forever hold your peace. Be a chance now don't stand anywhere and be making noise. What's it? That's what I'm saying. I say no that there's no case. Don't manufacture cases. But here no there in camera. Camera so come and tell us whether you've had encounters with him that he's really done some of this untoward act. Because what's fine, they've been very good Bible readers. You find a way to talk gifts over Chomo. I mean you should be smart with it. You don't need to. But
in the story we were told say Omamuska.
Momuska. No, the foundry feelings.
Yeah, he said they were Omubaso.
Yes,
I think he might not have been a bad person, but it be a occasional. Sometimes
it got into his head.
Are you not black rasta because you use it sometimes? Spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment doesn't mean you go kissing women. I mean, kiss your spur of the moment. But I'm holding myself very well. So the moment doesn't mean that you go sleeping with people.
Okay, so do you agree we should kick him out?
Kick him out for now and have a criminal.
No, he's been relieved. He's not been sacked, but relieved of his duties.
Oh, okay.
I think because of the investigations, school na ama wadena juma nyina ato.
At work Akra.
Yeah. The word they used was relieved.
Relieved there in circle. If you've been relieved of your duties, I mean, bro, family there. If you've been relieved of your duties,
maybe he could be called back.
You've been suspended, they are fine, but you can say relieved of your job. That means you've been sacked. I mean, that's how it should go. But the point here is that, first time, and that's why I'm happy. Investigation should go on. The first point is that he didn't exercise good sense of judgment. The next step is that he's apologized. He himself agrees that he did not do well. The third point is that a genuine apology based on a first timer or a do yesi. You establish it first time on Tessa. Why not? Let's give them a second chance to maybe even go boys school. Or go kissy boys rather than women. I think they are
okay. Yeah, move on. Unity Radio 103 now to our next topic, and that has to do with Dr. Otchere-Ankrah. Dr. Otchere-Ankrah Kasimbi. You remember her President Mahama issues be also raising on Anado. Wakasa on an SPO. Where Trebia Bawumia or see Bawumia very dishonest.
Yeah.
And Anado so Special Prosecutor.
Yes.
What no. or say office nanado Christian sublime, fantastic.
Yeah.
If him no name mum sa office no so be ban faso.
Yes.
Nanado esan achechiro mun say go machin ti wonjai Odame. Or he praised Odame. He has some kind words and some fantastic words for Odame. Odame is a fantastic gentleman who did so good in his private life as a lawyer and all that. So Nanado should leave him alone.
Yes, to operate.
We'll be playing his soundbite to actually authenticate the story. But before that, Openi Bakwa ono so kan asem me feel say or say ehwe ihia na mutai kan wasem Dr. Otchere-Ankrah. Dr. Otchere-Ankrah, your friend full name Dr. Benjamin Otchere-Ankrah, or your expert in governance. Na asem ba ko dia tudwa na omu di nkomo about Nanado agenda 111 no say opese construct 111 hospitals edima o my Ghana within a year and na oka ho asem say Ghana suffering because we don't have a national policy. Or see on the side you didn't me pick it up.
I agree perfectly.
Aka obisi sagleme na obisi affordable housing and then we just leave them to rot. There were some pictures be and now cars be I say from say Yatogua aban cars you use be aba gallopers now we are cut off for now a whole lot of issues.
Wastage in the system is alarming.
Joy FM reporter and Caleb Kucha home for nearby
City FM.
Yeah,
Caleb
he had
City.
issues and all that.
Yes. And I mean pay or can I be bampo wow say yen fan channel Lieutenant Colonel Frank Ajiman. We say no I mean first time there. Yeah, the chair ye. I know some
channel.
So what's the way the anchor
no me see
yeah pam no by mami and criminalization
yeah criminalization and I mean
first time I know nya down the drain because of
if the investigations say investigations so we can only base our argument based on the findings now because papa na in a juma kama we name from swa just like you're saying other things might also come out for us
if they don't come out
say we no cry the munketwa and investigation should go on you know there but me who say sexual assault sexual assault is a big case.
Exactly.
You can go to jail for a long time. And you know that boy me who can say wow this is a serious you go from how the sexual assault and I just say well we are
I just ran a rim
me who sexual assault then a boy me who can say
but say no kids of the sexual assault
so let the police do their investigations. Anglican Church has also instituted 5-member committee probing.
I want the police one the church in the more often than not they have a human face. Oh no
anyway, Dr. Benjamin Otchere-Ankrah, a governance expert, has appealed to the government to have a national policy to help address the country's economic challenges. He raised concerns over the culture where successive governments abandoned projects started by previous governments, and to him, this stalls economic progress. Dr. Otchere made these comments while speaking about the Agenda 111 health project by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government. The Agenda 111 aims to construct 111 district and regional hospitals to improve health delivery in the country. President Nana Addo on Tuesday, August 17, cut short for the commencement of the project and pledged that the hospitals will be completed within 18 months. Dr. Otchere, talking about the Agenda 111, said it's a brilliant initiative. And contrary to opposing views, he was certain building the hospitals in 18 months, it's doable. However, his main concerns have to do with the maintenance culture and habit of neglecting projects. He advised that there should be a fixed policy for all governments to follow the same roadmap when it comes to infrastructure development. We have to run this country like a business. And any the stress here, he was quoted as saying.
I agree with him 125%. I mean, there's something young as I am, a small potato. Plying the straight of analyzing some political issues. I've always been hammering this. Are there much Germany, US, UK are coming the national policy called the blueprint? Where do you want to be within the next 50 years? And to be a bad, that is the agenda. To be a follow by Ghana, and I say be a bad, then the manifesto should lead the conversation. So virtually we always make sure that and I think that is where the bigger problem is, because it be SHS and then I simple be in 4 years, could 4 be 4 MDC so guys be 3. The only good news is that this government has decided to maintain the 3. And like I said, I'm going back to 4. And it has always been our bane. that the conversations are led by manifestos of our party policies, not the national policy. And at the end, we continue. No, Obeka say no, me continue and be legacy of the previous government. Ye ko campaign. Obeka say share no by then or ye. Bibi ye bi. I mean, I start here and be complete here. So why didn't you leave me to complete? So we are always living in that quagmire, feeling that me ko ye my ye na me bia no aba na the young analysts in Betina radio. So UGMC yen start here you 80% so baby Sagleme ye 50% on so baby Kumasi airport yen ye when ye then you be says okay, so you the new government, you know, what are your own projects that you own? I say wouldn't be. Then people say that the old one should have been left there because he even had the blueprint better than you coming to continue. So I say every party is only thinking about the next elections. How am I going to win? Even this agenda 111, I've seen opposition people talking about the fact that it's meant for 419. Master agenda 419. Yes. When exactly. So the propaganda starts. No, bomb pies some money to me yet, so that he also have his first chance to come and rule. It's not that it's bad. That is why they call them anti and opposition. His job is to oppose. But over advanced country, it's the America first. At the end of the day, no. So no Democrats, Republican power and Chese Italy mefanko on penny. At the end of the day, the country we have a country to run, a system to economy to build. So I agree with him perfectly that this is what we should be thinking about, national policy. Others have called for amendments of the constitution so that at least we limit the powers of the presidency. Then people can confidently work. Your money pakrone juma kwande say menye juma until I do something that is beyond measure, I cannot be sacked. But you're running a typical American system that the president can decide to fire you at any time. Or that's sorry, I know I send the letters. So that makes that person a sycophant. Or they be joining the president, not the people is serving. Baby say me copy passport. Be 2 weeks yes, never running by. Or issue we sign final signature 2 weeks from office. But once the presidency is happy with the person, he is doing that he's doing. But some could be protected by the job. Now say. You are 1 year. And I don't think we are where we are today because in any serious jurisdiction, a Chroma say no call, no show, 5 days. They will sack you. But Ghana to me said typical CEO will be our passport office where 2 weeks on Kwejuma. And at the end of it, once the president is happy with him, he's also happy. Now when the immigration officers in because now some about 3 days when I was Otchere-Ankrah on Chroma. Now when near Chelsea Weber, Minister Weber. I mean those are the hardcore facts on the ground. But in your national policy, people will start beginning thinking Ghana. So now you can't even take the praise because you have this short one say you have your own manifesto, all right. But 99% of you should be driven by Ghana, not your manifesto.
You did enumerate a couple of issues. Didn't say Abambia we are no one. Say political experience. Say credit. Say this one me ba na me beto aso. Omeka say o manya hwe. Dia manu twa ye na me beto aso.
De obi abetumi ato aso.
Abeto aso. Ena ebi mu nso another school of thought nso say ebi mu nim say emfa ne say sisi ananado project also obey. Wa twa ebo na to ho. O say dan ba ko be 100 million, right? Yeah, 100 million. 100,000 no. 100,000.
Yeah, we try 100 million at all.
100,000.
But me check.
So you're checking them say almost 100,000 per building.
Okay.
111. Less than 100,000.
Yes.
Because I even saw Gabi Otchere-Ankrah and they're talking about say
the price.
Or see amount for Mahama then we see and another deal basis no bianca. So it's the so-called CSOs no. Among cabo no wasem.
Yes.
Say nanado born from crowd compared to Mahama and bianca.
Yeah.
But my point in is say another school of thought and so say they leave those houses or projects aside to start their own so that they can inflate and so that they can give contracts to people who supported them into yenshare de ase because we know e order that contractor wo ho oyeda da e twesika na to order da into say koto aso a party ni nyeska yenyeska mom support you my buy yenso yenyeska 10% bia nyeden emfam gugu e bottom into the parties think of themselves more than national policies. And then another point becomes the point you raised. How do we as a country come together to get rid of Sanyomano. Say, oh, we because we na ye into credit ne kon honti me to aso me start me there. Na the other thought say yen start here there na yen so yetumi ama open national the finance yen yetumi nya into both hospitals there to say 200 yesisi egurem, and then we want to start another one. Schools there 300 yesisi gurem yetumi nwe, and then we want to start our own. How do we get to a point where yebedwini say no, we have to think Ghana, follow the national policy? Let's finish with what we came to inherit before we can start new ones.
Yes, it's a very good point. It's one very good point why they don't do it. Like, they want to build their capacity of their own party contractors, because at the end of the day, you can confidently tell yourself that most of the people who work on Saglemeno are party core supporters, and as I said, their affiliations with NDC is very high. Into Anopa, why not say, okay, I'm a contractor, me MPP, no Ponsu a contractor. 4 years ago, when your jobs me I couldn't work because I've been tagged. Now my party about how do we let you continue when men so say building a capacity? Now the party. It is one very good point that most projects get stalled because the contractors doing it, their loyalty have not been there. As for capacity building and capability, some just say, meet me, I want to meet me. But why should it be Opo and not Manicho? Why should it be Manicho when it comes to party affiliation and who contributes to the party? It is one very salient point. I will not run away from there. Almost starting new projects because building the capacity now, you man some guys say did maybe into 10 aka, you trouble out one, you trap payment certificate therefore. We only have to issue the certificate to a contractor who did not even support us. So and then Equino in that regard. And to be say, how do we solve some of these things? It comes to meritocracy. And tagging contractors and giving them job based on party affiliation should stop. Now, special prosecutor and so I say yes, Shemukina, auditor general. These are areas you can only use because at the end of the shraj, power. Because at the end of the day, Nipana we are okay. What went into it? Yes, that's a punish a whole contractor. They been there Daniel Kaoli Oneso say. There were Germany. I'm very close to Angela Merkel near the end. They were put in jail for going to put money in Swiss banks near there. This is how the system to America. I say once it's proven, you can be even the god of America. You still they'll tell you that the constitution is the supreme law of the land. It's at a point in time. Obia tries to stay within range. Show police there, but the police is also under the law. On when delay, you jail police. Exactly. Derek Chauvin. We be sue police in because he did not exercise his discretionary power very, very well. That is why be careful. So at the end of the day, jobs should be given on merit, and people who there should be rewards and punishments for people who don't fall foul of the law. Or special prosecutor and auditor general be given that power na ye can say at the end of the day, okay, I go into it. Even engineers they have questions to answer. But say na Collins out anyway. Now engineer not here ESL now. He was the one checking quality and signing that job has been done here. Jano. He's not being talked. One must because I agree that the politicians influence them. How do I stay a young engineer like me? Yes, you want to me a road bina manage issue sign and signing. And the 2 days when you are to district assembly, they're going to be an engineer over there because Ghana is the only country I've been taking a village seen as a punishment. If I want to punish you, then I'll take you to a place teaching you the next moment you're not to a so you are going to work with near idea but
no say not challenges near more
exactly
facilities near good.
They know until punishment. So the teacher now feels that he's been punished. That's why he's been taken there. Metebia Fadama JHS net ya bomb na letter ba say sia na call wa Pusiga primary school be do na school down when they say nini obehwe na eduase na bibi. It comes with its own challenges. The teacher is demotivated in the first place. The same thing happens in this case that why I agree that politicians are being attacked. That's a Glamianko Collins Addo might not be an engineer, but he's the one we are looking for because at the end of the day, he's the having oversight over it. So like you're asking me, you been national policy, let's punish and reward. I think and then and give jobs on merit. Okay. At the end of the day, yeba power no opome iska. He to me believe in us on mine $1 million. This party mean to me most KBR. So when I come to power, common sense I say that I have to help Opo to get his money back. Reason why people are even saying that I see do baby your parties in Ukraine say utuminya more than 10%. I see baba no do sika more back. So that people will start being serious. And people are even calling for state funding. They will find a way to do state funding. Now people's influence, plutocracy in with him, rich men trying to influence that our friend Anado, maybe more $10 million. So but I'm sowing a seed in you. Munya me pesa contract we 100 million also for mommy. Opo, how many people can say no? Say contract 20 and mommy is got to be to help my campaign and then take your money. They don't do it. And I'm just I've been at 2 places I'm where I pay for funds opo anyway time. The sort of things they say and they do, Charlie, in a special book in you. Some book with the president or the gold standard. Oh my 100,000 Ghana near trading room. Bibi or PBI there. Who say president me gold book me number 4. Me PE construction. Or sure no, he will give you the job because he's going to make that firm promise that which year 100,000 you are a gold member, which year 50,000 where silver near there. Those things affect. So at the end of the day, they get the jobs and they do be the management in here because they have been given. I've worked in federal roads in there before, and I know what goes into it. Your book contracting, they're near the coloration. Yeah, catch us. Hey, wait there on it. We were director in Nandamfo, in the cool school, in the ESAO. Just so you're careful. That is how we are operating Ghana. I say we now affordable housing. Somebody told me an interesting story. Say, a Dana yen sin we na no. This minister is not there no. Omo chafa. Once a virtual Ghana san echo say omo located down. See be a sagleme way. You will not be surprised. NDC winning and they already have rooms over there. They have their houses, but because of their influence, they will be getting affordable housing meant for people sleeping around circle. No more they rented. You see how people cheat the system all the time. You see, about from the banners who some of these things, I don't say I will not even continue because it's annoying. By law, they've signed a contract in place that they will own them to make more money. So I think these are some of the little things going on. But why some of us believe in fix the system? Because right from day one, the only way to fight some of this corruption is having a very good system, having a very good Auditor General, let's get our money, or start instituting criminal charges against them to come and prove to us that you're more 20 million. You won't say 10 million has gone down the drain. Come and prove to us what you use the money for. But when you mean you're found to jail. You don't before you hang a man, before you judge a man, hear him out. But Ghana and I say buy the politics a room, so we don't even discuss the core issues. Say GES or community over 20 billion is lost. Domelevo told us that it's unaccounted for.
Kwesi 822.
Yes.
21. Chelsea, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0.
Arsenal 2?
Yeah.
Because you said a staunch as a Chelsea fan. A Chelsea fan, pa.
So how come he predicted Arsenal 2 and now he mistake?
He's been truthful.
Or say Opo, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0, Sunday 8/22/21. The ball at the ball Sunday, no?
Yes.
Or patches Arsenal, Chelsea 2.
Yeah. Namin Shao. Namine ya cheno.
Yami Shao Kwesi.
Yeah. Or a Chelsea fan. Namine ya cheno.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how we can beautifully work around.
You were talking about public funding or America.
Yes.
I just went into our website to look at it. Federal Election Commission, United States of America. Now, under the presidential, let me read public funding of presidential elections. Under the presidential public funding program, eligible presidential candidates receive federal government funds to pay for the qualified expenses of their political campaigns in both primary and general elections. The public funding program was designed to use tax dollars to bullet one, match first $250 of each contributions from individuals that an eligible presidential candidate receives during the primary campaign and fund the majority party nominees, general elections campaigns, and assist eligible minor party nominees. Between 1976 and 2012, the program also funded the major parties, presidential nominating conventions, and provided partial convention funding to qualified minor parties. In 2014, legislation was enacted to end public funding of conventions. So the conventions parties now there, but other programs they get federal funding.
Level of support so that we reduce the influence of people giving money, because that's what really happens. Ghana here problem no. Say Sikafo find themselves giving money and eventually come to rip us off our hard
and a limit.
Yeah, of funding bit to me.
Yeah, you can Ghana bit to me spending the OPBR. Yeah, more limit. Presidential candidates also must agree to limit campaign spending for all primary elections combined to 10 million plus a cost of living adjustment. Almost friend cola cost of living adjustment. This is national spending limit. This national spending limit was 48.07 million in 2016.
Exactly.
Limit campaign spending in each state to 200,000 plus cola.
Yeah.
Inti omo won share per state.
Yes.
The state be so chain be BSA until they have all that. There are regulations. Yeah.
You see, and what's the whole idea? Because we want to prevent the aristocrats from having so much influence. They'll be superhumans. Because if Walmart decide that okay, me come Biden $100 million, we so pillow talking say me command $50 million to this and there, then their influences will be huge. So you find a way they still donate money anyway, but they are, I didn't say FFP rule maybe, but Ghana people say there are no limitations. People give money with the intention of really getting a lot of rewards back. I'm to me a contract out in a company 2 weeks ago no, with me a contract of $100 million. Then others are on this card, but I'm like, no, we should encourage people to build their blocks before they get those jobs, because there should be an A-class contractor. The man in himself, yeah, they are my last time company concert, yeah, they are my concert, yeah, they are my testimony, yeah, they are my interbetten. They build themselves. Their reputation is bigger than the money you are giving them.
Yeah.
And as a construction engineer, my could be a more quality control and quality assurance, higher than we. I say concrete, yes, be a concrete within 2 hours. I see a poor young poor and I say, but and we'll go and pour it away, because when you say here and Yenesi Jumano said that their name will be put into it. That is the level of Mwedu. So there will be checks and balances. But in the end, there are no checks, there are no balances. Obi of the party Uganda and Biano is thinking about what he will gain tomorrow. So it affects this international policy blueprints. At the end, that's what we should be looking at.
Okay.
Both parties should set a century and agree.
How do we get there?
That's what
Can't
I'm saying.
Civil society groups be calling for that?
That's what they should be doing. Civil society.
And maybe demonstrating to say,
yes,
come together, demonstrate that we need national policy.
To a 10-15 year policy. Na parties in Yan, na pompo ye, na parties in form Sanshasi. Who president also 1 year, we aspirants. Then you know what? I became happy with this Face the Country demonstration. Yeah. I've always been an advocate that Ghana because we are not doing the structures right. But we are getting to a point there is a group. They might have coloration, but they are changing their mindset that we know what before we go into an election, you just ask pointers.
Yeah.
Say, we are Mahama, you want to come and lead us, but say near person we. If you believe in a sign, 1 year you to me 2 and I say bibia, then you start having people thinking. Okay. That is where level and person Ghana do. That when they omunya power ni we are, then we can do, because if the president can say, I will build 88 within 1 year.
And what do 5 years?
No, they are share. It's a COVID by no kind March around March no kind last year. Now, or they are sharing the manifesto. Say, may year we near there. People like so that time now what can? What was I say? There was COVID, but you made those huge pronouncements. But 1 year, but some national policy. Then there'll be a marker. You be marker more say. We because about 1-time premium for health insurance.
Went to me.
Went to me yeah. Or be some chance but he didn't do it. So at the time, trying the you tuning na. I saw a Akufo government or see full boy day na Ghana so for buy not 2 fuel. It was 10,500, 58,000. That time I was in tech. October now my light bill here 14,000. I mean pardon me, I am from the bad new currency. Now, but we for buy within 2 months and 83,000. I mean, within 3-4 months, by January, so we've all seen what people say when they come to power, what they do. But that time, what was the slogan? Osafo was saying that things should have been increased, but Rollins did not do it. In China, it will be tightening the belt. So virtually, we are not saying they don't happen. Sometimes they give the promises because they don't know what is in the house. I said, "Me tell I'm say, "Opo, me I done with me me na me just swimming pool me say wom but the man me opposite ho so wouldn't say ho so
na bia adwuma wo no so che de ususu
exactly. But most often no reason why sometimes because say be Mahama ka say Akufo-Addo should wait to be president before because or not tija no nim say na ehye and all those things sometimes they come to bear that after 5 years the promises no on no be say in himself.
Those things are important, we'll go there, but yes. At least coming in say unim say the tekra be hu and the aye gu ho no asam na e kan say they abandon your project no.
There should be policies. Since you be trying so no be president or be send Jubilee House to Flagstaff House and no crop a contention in Ghana.
Yeah. Say yeah, sister the Akufo
including and Chroma time no for no Flagstaff House. Na Akufo CBA no friend Jubilee House. Na Akufo we so buy no. Mills buy no see no. Chroma call this Flagstaff House. We shouldn't remove it here friend Flagstaff House. In friend Flagstaff House.
And na Akufo mo say Flagstaff House no war colonial mentality.
Yes, exactly. Which also makes a lot of sense. No, I'm sure here in Jubilee House. In 8 years now, we so buy no NDC buy no. Some changing the Flagstaff House.
And Akufo-Addo buy also assassin ko Jubilee House.
This is the country we live in.
Yeah, call money FED no.
Exactly. You are sure we call Capitol Hill. We call is that what they are doing over there?
White House, yeah, White House.
Exactly. Why would they go? You see, that's why I say we should have a national policy that will ban Jubilee House on fine.
It got to a point. Even Kotoka International Port, the guns were fighting.
Exactly. Which for me is very lame. It's a misnomer. You don't even have to start these things. Ghana, Santini. I mean, some of these things the tribal sentiments, but I'm a firm believer Ghana, they belongs to all of us. The best moment I saw in my life for Joshua Alabi was made Northern Regional Minister, but he was a Ghana by then intensibium. Hardly can you take an Ashanti, bring him to Western Region, some minister.
Okay.
I mean, we need to.
Kwesi also says, the federal funding to the U.S. parties is to candidates of the parties. Yeah, that's what I said. There is a limit to which you can access. Example, candidates need to declare the funding campaigns or sources by IRS audit. Since 2016, I volunteer in U.S. elections and I have learned a lot. That's very good.
Oh yeah, he's really astute. I mean, he's an election, serious election observer.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I said.
Yes.
Federal neboa, but donations, I had donations. Everything has to be, which is why I do maybe not. Donald Trump, normal case were violating. I remember. Donald Trump also accusing Hillary Clinton. He was accusing Hillary Clinton, so using the foundation, more
money. Yes, because there are tricks around, which can also be true because maybe a foundation money in the
foundation money,
affected until they would divert it there, $800 million, and it will still be used for the campaign there. But all this, and can say there are checks and balances. In America, always catch on 50 states, just like UK times 50. Germany times 50 of a sort. I mean, measured because there's a state in America, Germany or UK, but they are poor ones to maybe the Maine, the Vermont near there. But in any case, multiply by a factor that you can never be called to them. But they have checks and balances to make sure that they are all in line. And in Ghana, you here, so you should be getting there.
Okay, moving on to the next topic. Omampeni Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, Ekasa for Domelevo. Former Auditor General say opinion or the bass is here. The Domelevo to me anye for so many months.
Yes.
Papa no buy wababe.
Yes.
Na sasa mo kano Emma Sulemana Braimah. Sulemana Braimah Bofu say in fact sa comparison another year no. It was unnecessary. Omampani omunyina ye adwuma amaw. Nti ofi say na ehu hia say nanado executive director for Media Foundation for West Africa. Sulemana Braimah says it was unnecessary for President Akufo-Addo to compare the performance of acting Auditor General Johnson Akuamoah with his predecessor Daniel Domelevo. According to him, the acting Auditor General who took office a few months ago is working on foundation that was built and laid by his predecessors. Speaking to Top Story on Thursday, Mr. Braimah said, "I don't think the comparison is necessary. We all know that Domelevo was hounded out, and we are clear about some of the reasons why the government felt uncomfortable with him. I wonder why the president will use just the last few months after Domelevo was driven out to then draw a conclusion that the current Auditor General is doing quite well." End of quote. Now, Domelevo Nkasankasanso Akasa. Now, this is what he also had to say. I say government good at rhetoric in corruption fight. Ghanaians want more action. Domelevo so they are also nanado and then abai Kasankwa and omunim Ghana 4% womun koketa se she na yehu sampa oye adwuma. Na former Auditor General Daniel Domelevo says government claim of fighting corruption has not been backed by action. His comment comes after President Akufo-Addo said at a recent meeting with Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition that his government has resourced anti-corruption agencies more than his predecessors have. According to the president, the acting Auditor General Johnson Akuamoah has surpassed expectations in his performance, which are unheard of. But speaking during the Anopa Jesuit and the Catholic Professional Guild Town Hall meeting in Accra yesterday, Mr. Domelevo indicated that the lip service paid by the country's leadership will not address the rate of graft in public sector. A good number of Ghanaians would like to see more action against corruption. Unfortunately, the leadership of the country is very good at rhetorics. Let's listen to him quickly. Abrahana or Kasano. Na see binya audio no kakretia.
I would like to see more actions on corruption. Unfortunately, The leadership of the country is very good at rhetoric. I appreciate His Excellency the Vice President efforts in digitizing the public sector, except to say that if we don't curb the indiscipline, the digitization will not bring us the desired solutions.
The current level of indiscipline, the digitization will not bring us the desired solution.
Okay, until Domelevo speaking, and audience also government is good at rhetorics in corruption fight. Ghana needs more action. Now Okasano and now Okasa digitization now mudi some home running. Yeah. Say action be am follow and faso be amaso.
Yeah.
So let's look at, do you think it was necessary for the president, or you think menini pa mi no ayejuma ba akwa ayejuma na me bona baso na me face ono ayejuma, it's okay. But Domelevo comes back today and says Nanado and then Abai Omo Kasa, but there's nothing to show for in terms of corruption fight. He was very specific.
The first one is a very tricky one. I mean, as to whether the president has the right or
not the right he has,
yes,
but was it necessary or not?
Yeah, necessary. Okay, let me choose that word right. Yeah, I mean, whether it was necessary for the president to say, see, there's somebody who has worked with two different people, and so he knows what he's talking about. I mean, in terms of in that direction. So if he's comparing, then it's not like it's from an uninformed position. He's not a novice. He knows them, and their briefings to him tells him that this one seems to have some added thing that, you know what, let's do the thing right. Let's do the foundations right. Let's get the statutes right. Then we can stand on to get people on, accuse people and stuff like that. The other one also maybe felt that, you know what, let's chase the money. There'll be time for us to do this paperwork near there. So the president comparing the two feels that, for me, my candid thinking, this one seems to know what he's about and is really helping. No, so like mine and so I mean, couldn't have said it any better. The other side to agree that, you know what, Ghana is in, leadership is in continuum. You did not wipe a clean sheet for this new acting Auditor General to come and start. He's building on the blocks that some others have done. And we are saying that then we are really it's a recipe for disaster. The same way for bar, be if you're not because when you are there way. There are some statements in life you don't start. There are many battles you start by saying, being careless with your language. That at the end of the day, you want to in a way rubbish it that
but isn't really, that from the other positive angle? Can we take positivity out and say, well, the president encouraging and applauding somebody will also urge people in the public sector and people who have been put in positions of authority to also work hard and maybe get the commendations and applause of the president.
Brilliant, spot on. But you don't do that by pushing the others two down. I think that is where the problem is. This president could have said that this is a very good and astute Auditor General I'm working with. I think I love.
But you don't think people would have still interpreted to me?
It's better than saying that Domelevo is better than Domelevo and blah blah blah.
I see the way Domelevo and to me and we by a few months.
You see, sometimes it's good to say that there are two colors. Red is first, but the second one, because then leave a lacuna for people to think and make their own conspiracy theories. Because there've been a lot of Auditor Generals who have been the last year they've all done their jobs and gone. But it looks like this was a Domelevo who stood toe to toe with the president, and we know the accusations and stuff that he's given. Then it's more like a payback. That the good thing is that men power in crime. It's my mafia. That attitude now for me the president is putting up here because we're a president. Eschew some of these unnecessary battles. Say Matipa, at the end of the have my way. You can only have your say. But once you decide to expose yourself like this, then Domelevo and co also have a right to come getting back at you. Because in terms of money, will also be brought to the picture. And things that will better not be discussed. So for me, it's a tricky one for me. Because when I read the story this morning, I'm like, okay, and I said, what's wrong? We want our democracy to grow. So the president has the right. Besides being a president, he's also a Ghanaian. Nobody can gag him. Menu A and B are ejuma, menu money charge, menu pay ejuma, but I think that this person is doing a better job. Now, we can't say advanced democracy. Why should you be worried that at the end of the day, by my own measure, I think I like this one more? I can't say a problem. But once you begin to say that, then people also have the right to start also saying that. Say civil servant because I worked under Mahama's administration. I work under Akufo-Addo's administration, but I think Mahama's administration is far better. What do you ever say? Culture of silence. One can say, you know, these are things. I want a president who will be accommodating. People should be allowed to speak.
But so should we not be playing? If you didn't do well, I should say you did well because people will say this, people will say that. Is that what we are trying to also encourage?
No, I'm encouraging him, also allowing others to also put the same ruler and draw and mark around him. Then there will not be problems, because we won't say Domelevo mini why Juma Johnson Akuamoah I see that Juma, and I think he's better than Domelevo. Then allow a chief director also sitting as Minister of Finance to say that many Mahama.
If the chief director wants to say it, he can go ahead.
Ghana. How many people can boldly?
But say Bimwakasa. Unfortunately, he spoke, and there will be other people.
Where is he now? I mean, I sat here to tell you, went for bigger fishes. That's why he's where he's.
So,
the age cry, but there are people who are 13 years, 15 years after 60, and they are still having a phone.
I don't say so.
No, so what's the measure? Like Rebecca, a measure Benny the Pamobi, the health, and I said
no. So also, what was the measure? The president said that his time was up.
But others, Ebinim so age must is 75. Amukra public positions in Ghana.
Say there are always circumstances that are different. The fact say we are 70 years, we are Juma say means my 70. I say chinchina mama Juma. So it is what you do. How you do it, and how the president feels to say, who was 70 years, you will do better than maybe me bringing somebody who is not 70 years.
Agreed, but the point is that the age was in contention.
To say IGP, IGP, he was retired.
Yes,
he was they had given him second extension or so, but the president felt there was time for him to go. Based on happiness, recent happiness.
So you and I know
he kicked him out.
Discretion. The president, when discretion comes, then the measures are not right. It's a discretionary. Say okay, people feel that there should be systems. No, but discretion is to a point. In kind of systems.
Because Biden's appointment, some the Republicans, Barack and Crawford, those are discretions. Those are appointments. If Biden feels no ya juma Barack time minimum wona betumi yele money adina they were there under Barack wona betumi ya juma na do babaka Republicans can have a say, but it be a makes me feel say minimum he's been there into betumi
by law there's nothing wrong. No, the truth is Kalusha in juma kama. But we say, hey, when you're 60, that's a public age after 60 years.
Come on, is subjective here. So why you are Kama? Men are a person to us and I mean to us.
Yes. Then I can say, then there's no measure. Where is the measure? Everything is discretional. So people begin to feel that any man confirm to make kasa. Because at the end of the day, if there's a measure that president any day would 60 there, the way I me pa na me no be siwo, me say me pa, which maybe happens everywhere. So I'll not hold him. Then people can't be bold to talk. That is where some of us feel that if president is bold to say that Domelevo was rubbish, but we are there, then it's a culture that I will encourage.
I think he didn't say rubbish. Rubbish, they are not there.
Oh, now Domelevo there. Where papa na papa?
I see a tattoo. Domelevo.
I'm even paraphrasing. If I'm quoting, then you can hold me on. I said president say on quotes rubbish.
No. Say no Otchere for the Bonzo.
I see when
yade. Say rubbish.
Oh, okay. I see when yade. Where
the way I tattoo Domelevo. You're born a basu say.
Yeah.
One say Domelevo more or less gained public recognition. I see the way he was touted. No.
Yeah.
Papa will buy. Papa will buy and within few months Nema predecessors name to me and our babe.
Just said Domelevo so quite like
maybe Domelevo was talking but without much action.
He has a right to say it. My point is that we should encourage that culture.
Okay.
That culture is
culture of Kasa.
At the end of the day, it's an dream. But it's not easy because it's a question or no to me because he's the god of Ghana. Ghana no or then you can't touch him. Will be fine. I will not fault him that he shouldn't say it, but let that culture remain.
But why can't Domelevo no? Domelevo no.
Why is it today? The point is, what I say we now way. And I know you are a big Domelevo fan. I mean, no. He said, "Okay, he should sit where he is."
No, but they're not who can say.
We should encourage it.
75. I don't make us. I know their discretion. Okay, so we are within. Didn't I me Domelevo na me what problem here? Age now, there was contention. Say or no say I can't one more year. But MPP for Nanado so say ne letter or the be ne di say or shushu mu no Domelevo year no pen social security numbers and then aso
the birth set social security the chese aka one
the birth set
but we the passport be in February 92 but when you 70s
chese watin infuse
chese aso
to aso nti onko
which people say which one should with net number that ejuma in the 70s you know chese is 59 years in a birth set be in 91 92 ni chese 60 years now say no like we be you say announce contention.
So that was my problem, sir.
But that
was my problem, sir. We shouldn't create an atmosphere where people criticize the government or criticize people in authority, and then we find ways to kick them out. And no, how me say nimfia so I want say a police IGP. Na me ka say yes sir. Yeah, adwuma no kura mabunu nya adwuma nye. Obi atena wa agipe enya sika sa sisi adan bobra sa obi swesua dia odi na chi ese so no so eba nanim because when one person retires it gives
they push
one person a job because promotion
of course
ama ya high obi so from the bottom
they be crash cars there new cars young crash car America the anka one car is crash chance another car
you see I have a problem with Nanado giving us Mafu and all the Kanda pass so they be America because we can always keep them. And we know say Ghana public sector now, especially if you are a minister. Travel because I have
them on the same page. There are 75 for they are making say with together.
No, me no ya say I agree, but me point is say who you say no yes say ebia Domelevo ekasa inti ni apam no and obi nkasa ye de ekipu no and na make say no there any discretion. So performance or no see performance inti. He's talking on performance related.
No, the same performance. The age in a Domelevo was
no. Says Anonado is touting the new one. It's a performance.
Sack there and the performance. Any age in a tone. Until like
but now.
Say way after talk.
No, but now what the president has said.
So who for front the original is I'm doing some review.
And I make us say by now what the president has said we can even.
When you're two and first, we just saw him coco. We never front with some Kwesi even an hour.
No, but me point and he say. By what the president said of Domelevo,
he didn't sack him for performance. He
didn't sack him. The letter or the buy wasn't in Fiason.
Exactly.
To uncle. But the make Chenny say by what he said 2 days ago when he met the CSOs. No, actually, and say now he thinks he say the one is Akufo-Addo modern bono, far better than Domelevo,
which is allowed. Man, good for me because
and good for Ghana if it is true.
And we say the mini problem one po. Now Domelevo ni age in any idea. I don't have problem with the government in all this because I mean two discrepancy ages. I can choose the one I like.
Yeah.
And then there we passport now why we're using it Chelsea. Why did you do it? In where I blame, where I have a problem. Yes, sir. We should. Nipakro no wadi no betumi aya because we be growing at 58 but want to mean it should be sacked but Domelevo as he is there no baby says because sometimes we don't just sack because the paneni we should get a proper prompt replacement. It is
we have so many of them.
That becomes discretionary too. If I think that Safumafo has been there and he can still advise me, obviously, no,
advise you to bring a Japan deal controversy.
Another story.
That's what we are saying. Another story. Look at what happened at Kanda. All the people that I mentioned, are there no controversies on them?
The point is that the age will not be brought to question.
We need to look for a prime replacement.
Yeah, because
we always have a replacement.
But the age will not be used in contention.
No, we always have a replacement.
But the age should not be in contention.
You see,
you let older men.
Older people because
you see, you are talking about apples and oranges here. The age, the issues. Say, it's not about his age. Say the age the worker say what has it got to do age you can do the job.
In the sense of Ghana constitution, American constitution, because I will live in the country.
Yes.
I didn't think the retirement age.
Yeah, because they know it's okay. You need to rest.
That is the point. Any pebia timer, we are very productive. IGP.
Yeah.
Dampari, the buy near Dampari, right?
Dampari, yeah.
Or look at the agency in the police service now.
And here, work.
And yeah, work.
But any person age in the young say, or yard empower when you say,
and the work our design.
I'm just
no, this question. And the worker
when you're 75.
No, Dampari.
Oh, 51. He's just 51.
He's within age.
Exactly.
The energy is there. Exactly. Demonstration. No, Ankasanka upon Bonu. To me, general for 30 minutes to grab on things. Because when you need,
then you are marrying the two, that age really catches up on you.
Performance has something to do age related. In Kayamfa,
na president 77-year-old president.
No, 77 is ageless. I know the Omoma
but it can affect your performance too.
It could.
Yes.
It could.
So we should be worried that 77 being a president.
It could, but the point is,
even Biden too.
Once Biden, but my point is also okay say the age now memfa nkoyasam because age now.
Okay.
But you say udi 60 a public service for retirement. Say Ghana ya tumana
60.
Ahana memma na say high 66 you say.
Yeah, you
can. Ghana yes udi 60 a for retirement.
Yes.
Why ye adwuma uko school ye adwuma say dobo bra no contribute to quota no at the same time wa Ghana wealth.
Yes.
Into what we are call no be from so meto aso. My point no. Because yes, I encouraging and kokra better system because once you give them the opportunity to be there, they will forever remain.
That's why I want that debate should be like. So the 75 now, your mom CEO near the young Pamamo.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I told you that the ruler should be used at 60-61. You should go. That's what I told you.
Let the younger ones take over.
Because you are now with me that a ruler near the measure is 60. 80 years for you na did about so you
omunyini say omo ye younger no kra no omu wia omu susu wia.
Oh yeah.
Those who are old onim say oye no kra me they still to go on retirement.
People are almost 80 years stealing. Who be say say what this can not the coin they live their lives like they never die.
Because younger now all back from onim say now I'm having a new future.
Yeah.
A new position.
Yes, exactly.
I have to be very diligent
to build my own
to keep it for long.
Exactly.
But omo call retirement no mo nyinyine no.
Because at the end of almost a week, some food doesn't need to impress anybody in Ghana. And sometimes I will agree with you.
They should go.
Public service and say what creative position my was net. I mean, sometimes no be teacher and say one can year but then people, where is the measure?
Ghana is.
What's that? Then you choked. Or can say choked and then the two no then back to share the same choke system. We've created space for them. The good world that sometimes I talk about. It's maybe they say I call it the ruler. Say age, there are people in Ghana who can do it. We are president, 78, 80 years, who know go board, so board chairman near the end. They are too old. Sometimes put young people there to also do the job for
fresh
you.
Ideas. Okay, yanto so na yensha one abo and yensha President Mahama.
Yes.
So you think the criticisms you agree with Braimah? Said Nanado it was unnecessary.
It could have, but
you don't have a problem.
I don't have a problem. Okay. It's a culture we should encourage.
Mahama, they are not so quick na NBA phone lines no. Bawumia's dishonesty laughable. Or so mampenia be the actually Bawumia or onyano kwafo na the level of dishonesty no esrekra. Former President John Dramani Mahama and the 2020 presidential candidate of the opposition NDC has slammed Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on the country's economic situation. According to the former leader, the Vice President is only deceiving Ghanaians on the economy, adding the dishonesty is so glaring that sometimes it is laughable. The NPP promised to reduce the suffering Ghanaians were going through under the economic mismanagement of the NDC. After 4 years in office, what is clear is that even though many Ghanaians are facing challenging times, especially as a result of the economic implications of the COVID-19 pandemic, the government of the NPP under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has, through policies implemented, delivered largely on its delivered largely on its promises of reducing the suffering of Ghana, even though we have a lot more to do in that direction. But Mr. Mahama contends the vice president, who is the head of the Bawumia coach and President Mahama say contends the vice president, who is the head of the economic management team, is only making propaganda out of the country's economic issues. The point is, you can do so much propaganda with the economy, but the inflation will expose you. Said when the fundamentals are weak. The same economist who said we should look at the real situation on the grounds and not the statistics is now telling us to look at the statistics and not the real issues on the ground. You can do all the propaganda about the economy, but the reality of people's lives will expose you. Nti obampani Mahama so dia no say Bawumia eka say my fast statistics you share real issues on the ground. I feel they were done no say my share the real issues on the ground. You share inflation, interest rate any ade. And okay say vice president former president so kajan say you can do all the propaganda about the economy, but the reality of people's lives expose you. Yeah. Said Onoka said when the fundamentals are weak,
the CD will expose you.
Now, no, another side, and the other side, so he did talk about Nanado, say special prosecutor, Maninya Nejuma, na untumi mo Juma na Ghana, also office now creating here. Now so say, wa mana anye Juma faso bia. Emmaso. Yes. Eti, no. Yenti no quickly, and somehow the two Johnny be quickly, kakrebi.
A central plank of Nana Akufo-Addo's campaign 2016, and that was his major instrument of dealing with corruption. Unfortunately, the first special prosecutor did not get the kind of cooperation he needed to be able to do the work that he had been given. We heard him complain about funding of the office, but since then we've also had many complaints where the executive and the political establishment had attempted to interfere in his job. The beauty of the special prosecutor is the independence of the office and his ability to investigate corruption, notwithstanding whose ox is God. When you take that independence away, it robs the office of its usefulness. We hope that those things will be corrected under this new special prosecutor.
Okay, eti the other two Joanna or two as a can we for or damage so.
Advising lawyer, he's got a brilliant career, and in private practice, he's been very well respected. I hope that he'll move that expertise and brilliance into the job of investigating corruption across board. You know, most of the corruption, age-old, would have been held accountable by now. And so the fact that this particular president and government appointed you are going to be able to cut through and be able to go into investigating, you know, acts of corruption that are taking place, not only under this government, but with people who are very close to the center of power. That will determine whether he's successful or he's a failure.
Okay, it's former President John Dramani Mahama, the Okaefa Nanado, and so who special prosecutor. He touted the young man, so a brilliant. Na Mary Ada, a Ghana Integrity Initiative Programs Manager. She also had this to say.
Credibility and integrity is questionable. Office of the special prosecutor. Now, yes, there shall be an office of the special prosecutor. Now, independent, and so account. Now, independent makes us say, or when the file would be, I was put to me the age, Obia and Trinkan, and as a society, you need a who said, Padiano, and also send it back the man of wine. Now, I know Kaka can say, oh, we are independent, now, so no be a made Adrian Kana, of me, and you say, and she said, oh, my penny that dance work, and you're wrong, so Becca, as now or no, ye be a mere between one now, wine, and last time, near say, you queen, you cannot near SNO, ye bay.
Mary Ada, a Ghana Integrity Initiative Programs Manager. She also added to what the former president said. Manu?
Yeah, I think that I'll do the special prosecutor quick. I need a quick one. It's good he's added his voice that at least it's for him it's a very good way say we get somebody who will be fighting corruption. But the truth is that it's only a free hand to operate near there. My issue is that John Mahama and maybe he's supposed to as a statesman that for the department to survive, the man must be given free hand. I don't think that he has any hardcore evidence to prove that maybe Kisia Jaben at this point has not been given. Maybe precedence. What
he did talk about the precedence.
Has been saying in if you two know they must say.
And I know say can Odami have the thick skin to get into Nanado Abaimu, not only this but previously
but he knows better than myself that he being the president, does he think he could appoint an attorney general who has thick skin to come into his government to really the time we issue white paper? So maybe what he can tell us that if he has a second chance, he will make sure that the attorney general will have enough power. He already has the power too. I mean, even go for his own people. This is what we are looking at. Maybe they will fight side Abuga Pele situation, but it is 1 in a million, which will be applauded, all right, but it's not enough. In TB, Futu no dem as a statesman say, Mr. President, laudable to have such a department to give the free hand. Unfortunately or fortunately, the Attorney General has the prosecutorial powers. I mean, the special prosecutor can only look into but the Attorney General will decide which case should be put under the law court until he should be given. He says he knows him. He's a brilliant young man in private practice who has entered. We see when some of these things happen now. Speaking like a statesman, I'm happy. That's one corner just to do propaganda. That you can never attack the integrity of our Godfrey Dami, but will he be given that free hand to really let Ghana get its own money back due to people negligence or my due diligence so many ways. So for me, it's a call in the right direction, non-accusative at this point. The president, Mr. President, try at least give that free hand. The second one on Bawumia, I think it's an interesting call. I had to read the story very well to really come out, and I think his point is that Bawumia made huge pronouncements. I mean, just before 2016 about the fact that the economy, book him there, Kasabe Bray, that inflation, markets and what the inflation at the end of the year, so we should stop the statistics 101 or economics 2019 because that one a book masem is very academic, but professionally or practically there are issues on the ground too. Ghana is not easy. People are complaining. Eduanene ade nyina no ade obetono 100 cedi and no chan kwa 300 cedis and people don't have the requisite. Salaries don't go up, but food, your bills keep rising up, so it's making life very unbearable. Ni party chroma say obetimi ato 1 4 chicken akwese fridge marry Ghana you turn in pieces, you turn in one drumstick near there. Those are the harsh realities. Corresponding people or a nurse or Ghana or a nurse or America has it now show more lifestyles are sometimes it's not easy for at least for the basic needs of life. Into that is what the average Ghanaian is looking for. We show a rota. Uber Chroma they are shanty places, not to sit here and say that America be tired and stuff, but at least more often than not, when to make us say Uko Chroma, we share network or corner the uncle for how people are living up. We catch you say, na me no royal baby na, me do baby na, kwani so no or 10 or brand or say Chroma, what the kind of grass and so cry near Chiwa. Yeah, you more ticket. Grass simple home for so Chroma say. You can't just go and drive on a lawn and think that you are okay. Police will have more ticket because you also have a right to live. So it tells you how much. Then you enter the realms of even animals. Say grass in poor writer. You come on to me but places and comfort that Ghana in the name of schools. Baby, didn't pegu. Opo. Sometimes you wonder. A content. Maybe say me Ghana Nyanka. I'll be crying every day. But sometimes because I've seen it, anyway, say Nipa. We have a system. People want to take loans of 100,000 there, but nipa go trees are say so tired bomo. We are conscious a lot. So for me, getting back to the vice president proper, I think or maybe the president adding his voice on his tone and money here. It has been brought under the picture again that so most of the things that Bawumia spoke about economics, it was making sense to us. That massa obey but CD now I do 4.2 and not 3.8. It's a big problem. It means that something is fundamentally wrong with the system. It do 6 and 6.2 near there. How can you, as a vice president, now after 5 years, you still be talking the same language? Is it not insulting the intelligence of people that your TA?
Same language, said things are okay.
Things are okay. Now, see, you know, and here. It was so crampa. Do people get access to credit? Interest rate down near the end. That time now, what I say, fundamental dollar. Edu Kufo started with 0.9. Cities to $1. That was like 2006 1 year. That denomination. Yeah. The dollar was the city was in a way higher than the dollar. Make Kaipa which 0.9
city. Maybe say na city.
Averagely, but the point was that not dollar limpo na city was shock. One city was bigger than $1 then. Because the dollar was like 9.90. So my point is that 20 years down the line, it's now times 6. It tells you that the system is being run haphazardly. And I think the vice president should be looking at those things that say, do 80 crime, your problem. No, the language is that say, do 8.0 crime, your problem. Nipenye do any dinner, say, nipenye so no ma, and can your problem. But it doesn't work that way. At the end of the day, the money should be stabilized. You basic economics crime, you say, dollar to euro to pound, they try to maintain. In the spirit and the latter, once one is running before the other, then there's a fundamental economic problem.
So you are agreeing, sir?
I agree with the ex-president.
Vice president is being dishonest
being dishonest in some of his calculations now. It looks like it's the same bird singing 2 different songs under the same scenario. That the fundamentals, the dollar will expose you. So that means that okay, the only measure say dollar now Mahama may do 4.20 no. It's a problem. Our fund will be at 2.6, so they do 4.20. A problem. Instead do 6 come and have pragmatic problem issues to solve the issues, but not now be singing another song. That's why I need here. I said dollar do say Anna. I didn't say reckless. I said reckless borrowing, but I didn't condemn borrowing. But when we say sikan wo yet sikan, so we can generate internally to make us self-sufficient. We don't need to go borrowing near there. But now you are borrowing more than all the presidents in S-Way, and the vice president, of course, our youth forum, no, he was still singing the same song and mentioning the same story. That's all. We shouldn't care. And I think for me, there are marks of dishonesty. With all apologies to him. That's the work as Ghana economy, air Pascal, Jana, or money. It's not about that. No, I agree with the ex-president that he needs to set up and start thinking about people who call Mokola markets near there. People there, they might not have done your PhD in economics, but they are practical people and they've lived more than 5 years to know that, master, you are running at a faster rate and people are not even buying because there's no money. Those are some of the things people are worried about. So stop the classroom statistics and get to the ground and fix our economy for us. I mean, no certain terms.
Unity Radio 1039. Anopa Bosuo Senior way. Yeah, my beautiful nights now. It's exactly 18 minutes past the hour of 1 p.m. This is where we open up to our viewers and our listeners. Now, also, Monday, my joint share the Aba show ni so. Ti sabri ko yibia humano atum di amamo. 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 508 304 9394. Ofra now so do adwen chere de aba ye de asada kese ma Nabiam Barbering Salon ene osebra ne be UT ene ifiada ewo eye Main Street opanye siama store ne nchen ho pe ne ewo na NCC kama na bibia nso ntumi nkonkan emfama Nabiam Barbering Salon etaichi ene de dwumadi ana phone in segment ede ebremon sanso ene de asamas trading asida ezubema no nemum sabe de ye de asida PCA ema Gold Coast Catering Services Gold Coast Catering Services Gold Coast Catering Services, a taste of excellence. Ope Eduani Edi, jollof rice, bankoni tilapia, wachi, apapransa, Eduani bia, oba Gold Coast Catering Services. Ubenye biedi, nebi bianso tumia konkan edi amount. Onoso taichi, eni edi phone in segment, edi ebro, ena anochi trading, eni anochi cold store, anochi trading, eni anochi cold store. Omunyina boy nchidom ena eneso yatenasia yede eye dwumadi di ebremo mame nko line so na memfa me first call me bacho number 38 hwan
opon bacho African president ni
Africa president bacho maintiu
me da si bebre opon mo mabaso na dwuma pa amudi na me chacha man kodwa agobadu owa bia me chia edit for wo US mpatamo nyina opo ya da maso paase brere nyina amutna amudwunu omani kanko ho amuma ya kwanya se bi yesu yan timin kasa se ba ya ampanyefo ba tieye na omani no ba bia omani no kono omudi ye ba tui ya de amai na me de Ghana economy de edu ba bia ba de sam mpese mba kan ho asam because the way me bra panyin Muhammad Bawumia de na anu jade ba de fa economy ho na ne onwa timi bi na no aka kire say 7 nde economy de ama anjina su de ne 7 mo tia ne akaka ka hono ponchi na ma 7 ade no nkoso ne die na 7 nim dia na ma fo nya de man se owo bi obatima aboa no exa atonsum because me kai pass oba no onwa MPP ba pa no onwa no yinu di to say only the economic friends only the omo mo beda economy na no every baby no say you continue for 14 and people 4 ya yin film kura on kan ho nne sa nipa no baka kire say 7 nipa bi say ana say denta antima nko ye na say dia na ke say na o gra no kire na 7 no nim dia bia wo ho na me the economy o say economy wo abro bag e wo Ghana kwini opo eburu 4 million opo Ghana sika ne aburo na eto aburo 50 pesos ni 1 cedi ne aburo ko ni 1 cedi wa Ghana ha 2 cedi ni 3 cedi o ti ake ndi de mama sa se de ko fu ni de ni obi de baka tro bi se o manu mo ayedin o ko mo bi aba mi da se bebre
African president yeda CP mama mpeke the next caller o number and 5 from bacho hwan
Opo how do file?
How do apom design?
Opo yankupon from there, no my Ghana na de question enye o manual jinsemu o manual ye bisi basa e one direction Ghana eko sise di mpaboka mu sise mu di mpabo sita ya ti because Ghana de question ni opo enye mambo wa basu na me kanto se yankupon shiro empede onye okase entu kwamaye de bia wo soro ba di mapane e my Ghana enko na ni mpabo wen kan ni ti afa madima fo nyina ni wa bedafo madam fu kalucia ana malucio ni cho mu pa na mentari dina chama ya oda ya no ni pay for America yo mo organize ba ku to America o free wanchi e ya gata michiano se opo na kurani nyame animu o manu mo ayedin pa o manu ayedin nyame nkosu Ghana nde business se o manu nyina agu nde wuto ade wo store fast city atina ko na CCD ade tia wuto ade store 10 cedi a obeko na 12 cedis ade tia wuto ade wo store 7 cedis a obeko ade be chu obeko na 10 cedi nya nde jodifo esu ko ti se Ghana economy nu asai ye ka na Bawumia ka tete Ghana economy motia anybody for any bushing in control Ghana economy into the Ghana economy any year se na se Bawumia ka tete but the man pay na 2.8 billion Ghana cedis say that full you any jore any so go Ghana for me.
Hello Africa President. Hello. Sorry, lines ni na drop. Okay, 508304939 508304939 obetumi afre now so do adwenche e de aba Unity Radio so and away na lines na drop no there I mean take your opportunity na memfa enkaibo ba komuni so from as I wait for the next caller yenu abema Uncle Paul A to Z African Market Paul Hayfront said the kan ka kire mo no nanka oye ne maame yi nyame yad mo chena nanka oye ne maame yi nyame yad mo chena na mum enhyehyɛ no asesa said dem di kan de beto mo anim no yetu ayi no e de akɔhye ɛda enti date ni nyamai but say the date ne ba ye bema mo aso ate enti sesi a chena ayi anka yenu abema African Market owner A to Z Uncle Paul oye no eno enya amaso enti me pa cho wotia na onso waka kire unua na unua nso aka kire ni nua ma me fa na ojambo ama na onto aso me wi amesan abaso na pom design
nyame adom de na onso mo design
Randy adom me so me ho den my ntio
yo senior me American nyina se na ochi ko ye de na me badia ba ko pe na me chana chi trade na chi costo mo ko na ko pe ne ma papa na mpa ko dum na otida na me meka Anglican forms and American say no say eye fada na die no se komoma agobemra papa na be pacho na otieti sendia media office ni bi owo Ghana ha omo situ asemu ntina opo na
okra sa de eye o mpeso aso se ho na odi hene no se ho area na odi hene no
mi amo enu tina American bi kan bi no papa no makọ akobusa na asie busa so ka de se ni su ene de bra bi nya ka ye ne be kan kese de ko no bi e ka papa no sign na bisan na sene enkurani bi wi ko omo yesan so bisia tete no amo aye bibi no eno ene na so ma sign na nipa bi azo so no wo atanfo nipa bi na trap papa no ko ho ye si enfa phone
ya viewer baako ya friend Stephen Owusu Stephen wa Canada right
yeah Stephen Canada
Stephen Owusu o say papa no ya say ya ade a otaye or see Inshira FM for choir report to be minyantie but a message or dear ba
and crowd good deal said the uncle who's on school and all you did or better no the deal
nana ojame and na make us yenu bi o hade ma menka message bi obi dia ba enchiro or say priest pastor is profession like okay nya no crowd dey make no later but Stephen Owusu or Canada wo hwe and or the message bi aba ono no dia all can here Stephen Owusu say he's been doing it and get away with it all the time. Inshira FM reporter went to the school and interviewed some of the students. They weren't surprised because he's been doing it, sir. Students sitting on his lap, you know. It is saw this way unconfirmed report, but almost in Shrive and Fokoye report to be say, I saw the students it's not and now so near identity. I say, I saw tie, but said him we are waiting the investigations, you know, until we don't want to prejudge anything.
Marty Senior, the influence and usual cause and we have to do we fear but you also now so that now a sign for you without the senior.
Hey, Nano jump Bema Nanka, Nana coffee in Kuala no Azanka Hini Kiatu Zuana.
I don't say, I'm you know, no phone of it all.
Hey, Manucho Diabia. What's it? I didn't know.
Maybe no phone, maybe no phone soon in a cook room on the sofa, and a blame my jam with your goose and I'm
oh, Nano jam. Hey, and him when and the assassin the 2 out on.
And then I'll interview weekend.
That's it. I know jump ever. Okay. Daddy boat, I mean, we are now 995. I think that would be Brahim. No, so called. Daddy boat, album design. Too bad. Daddy boat line now. Okay, also. Young father, Daddy boat, we are now Ibrahim. Daddy boat, album design. Daddy boat, album design.
International minister so
now phone and your papa of for there be a board in bed 3 and son what are mind you
Matia minister wa Bawumia the power so manya phone for anyhow you there is a mentia na mentia Ghana form abom promo nyina MPP form mass so mentia omutia 18 that the both fashion ma bi mu den yes, now East and West MP. On a board of Chamia Channel, and on a booth in a shop for your Labour Minister. I was so moved you in the end. International Ojambo, Assembleba, hey, now what do you do? You didn't look so or you pan on the family,
one pan one cajon, or see, or the nominal farm milk, or cotton farm milk bar. No, the Abigus, no one capan, one count. It's a fapan.
I won't find what the pan or what they know the Prince. I catch them then.
Or was it the Ankara or was Anka war?
Oh, pan of a tree, I know would be pan of a tree or the.
My
there's a mental. International, yeah, Papaya, Anglican Sophia, and I was investigation. Maybe I may need some police for investigation. I mean, you're moving and not getting about Pra. The no one not getting about Pra. He said, Papa, to deny Sawanya, and I will go investigation. And I was so tired. It is school for no Moyano. You must have a more pencil and a more pencil. And you will never out that. So I want to do report to be about say. Papa le taye sa di we say you will school be allow there ba na headmaster be min kan na busia for ya wakaba bi na school bra no ne kitchen and odi nkunyan tete ni bi si na ofa nkra no ne tuti e na odi ni gwa se kuku ne ho sa se de ya na enye papa ya papa yi o se ya ni je muru so ani se dem kwa na se kama na ni age no ena na age ne ama na ho so a wa ya sa mistake we be you je mu bi eni bi bra ya tutu o mai na we didn't let my say go to Bokuno. We saw a Munya Papala Tomano. When you say I see Papa Star, LNK, Afitu, Onora will be social media, TV so, but why are the baby with our Luna? Into investigation, Moyano. Moya Pachina to man, as a Moya in the other day. Oh, Mr. Romo. The former president is saying like Special Prosecutor. Now, on your Lazima, I am a day. Emete se okasa nka ntombi se no okikamba nke anybody aka said the ogo jemu on chenchen international special prosecutor we maybe I come na say that mbo for fighting and start born about to say me who nasma but Lazima better tell me en chite ama na gu
Yes, Papa, my chairman to any man, my chairman to Nimajuma. Then they say, MPP, I will be, NDC, I will be. And they say, NDC boy, MPP boy, NDC boy. And they are, over the movie, not just more born or the one at Jessica, now said the other day, Latono. They are to, it is right, Papa Mahama, Akuamoah are taking the decision that are there. No, never want to. I put you are. My Jamie do, and my Jamie to Bayama, ever go to Guadu, what I also. It is our foot Obama land for no 90 Special Prosecutor. If I say, I have this Mucasiano. So my person like that, now I got a rich answer. Thanks already, I am this Winifred, who Papa, because no communicator or voice, only Trada. Yet, yeah, Bobima. With the international market, wow, about the first people like I say, rich chanting. It is also very fast in you. This is Special Prosecutor, no, Chill Mukum, or Chill this is Wunikuma. On my one day, and let us and Papa Bani and Edma. You will today, that Special Prosecutor, or volume and one telling the one who said, but tell me to have opened one you must say, not just all to open one you must say that. Just here, piano, or mine, the Amano. That's also what I of the facts now. On there, Attorney General, of then the power of any information. So, so good for me, so yes, ma. Media, my future of the man, on there, Attorney General, so there, Attorney General, any human for example, Bawumia, or one the next man, a boy, my Ghana, or better for support, and then it's like you know,
that's it.
My Ghana, or maybe.
Thank you very much, Daddy Boot. Yeah, that's it. Minua Bema Ibrahim ko Uyana ba for Israel. Sorry, so Edina Jane Shredia ba Ibrahim mind you.
Oponya ku ponshirawo.
Ponshirawo so.
Nyame enka ho. Nyame ma wo nche. Nyame ma wo de hwebia wasasi so.
Amen.
Ko enfam ma wo ani wabusi afo nyina.
Amen.
Na opo ayemi ngwa pa se Sankonfo ya umkata wa MPP ma MPP ba da ko ne mampanyira da eka se prosecutor no nyana adwuma se obeya na adwuma dia ena metunu fo se agonya se ayi former the former minister wakwa asuma chereme ya yiri former minister agonya so e konfo ndi se prosecutor na be na adwuma na make sure say ono so on prosecutor sa papa no ye be nya se oba prosecutor na ye hu se wo ye fe na opo papa ya ni wa ba sami ya be sire mpanyinfo no onkwala kitin na amko school anaso amko asori mo anga mpanyinfo bi no ye omu nema bia nkwala nzukura omu pe ka na no opo omu pe senya so omu pe a ka papa panyin we benya wa ahwehwu adi ye de ope kanye na nkwala ni pe omu pe ye no too much omu pe nkina mpanyinfo nya kwanya ye de ye omu sa na opo unde information ni discussion mu ye no hodo no enam se mu don tino obi ba no frere doza obepe ni bidia dia free baby adi ababa kemu die no ba mu die no mu timi yi ye den enfiri mi wo so mi bi tiasa mu information ni mo research amu ye no aya na krepa na mu die enti se pese obi edi Ghana tika ko ba bi na Ghana tika ni nyunu ko ba bi a na se mu hwehwe mu no tie no mu hwehwe no tie no mu hwehwe ma korje no sana prosecutor so wi na se no korji mami nyene ma dia se we MPP no he bi boni ntino odi MPP ni nyene he ba we ndi tini die ni mfo boni so mi yede mfo boni so boni die obi a obi boni dia no yemfa na mamra ko ya se de se fata so ho de meteno na mani nyene se we ndi tini na mi ye no na MPP ni die na ma jana mana ko elege e baka
yeah, okay. Ibrahim Medase ni shira pa igumi so ba for Israel sorry ba for bom design
Akufo-Addo mu po ahode ho
ba for no tumi ko criticize na ohima me abo no mebo a
Yeah, so never tell you.
Young
Professor last year.
And Friday at the BS obende my into.
Even we the 2 young TV in Kennesaw with their young crack. But I don't know who didn't suppress views. There was a country, let the country develop and to let our community develop. And because even if you are to live our lives, you do it. Yeah. Opo, na minchia ona minchia kifo inana ye mama baso ne demand am gusa moye. What we say? Me mama charge free special prosecutor asem. This special prosecutor, I don't know. Me said any big about him, but I think say he is ready to work. Into your money time Ghana, your money time I think say obi to me ayeduma kama area ma Ghana. Na mpacho former president Mahama. Or say elections are not won at the police stations. I know can. And I didn't make any man stand here say because I know Otchere.
Oh, says bad for Sisubi, my mother.
Former President Mahama, or say elections are not won at the police station, and I said that's a hypocritical. And now today,
elections, as he was talking about one special prosecutor said, and now doing ya no nya na juma, and now Osaka Saba efa your friend is saying. Bawumia was Bawumia very dishonest because first no.
Well, can't be my say face the country for our reply no.
Yeah, I know yeah. Dana sem now say almost your lessons about the elections. No, that was an extensive interview. I know now fixing the country, and you fix the country. I know you're fixing the country.
Yeah, fixing the country.
I brought your money. You know, adoye hopes your money. I didn't. Yeah.
Let me kind of story no. Now they are responding to the fact to say, or say, yeah, I say elections are one of the police station are a very hypocritical, and I am tempted to believe that that's not the meaning because I don't bear me one papa. Yeah, elections they say 2012. Yeah, court 2013. I took about some more kind of elections and one at the police station, and for that matter, I made you president. Indeed, for him to criticize, say the because elections and one at the police station, I bear me surprise. Anonymous. Now, Friday, the young pa and say Sophia Wakoki among Chateau. But I want to find out who Ghana High if somebody, if an adult kiss an adult, a crime, is it incriminating? Is it criminal offense? Say an adult is casing an adult. Let us forget about the moral aspect of it. Young father law, is it an offense? Say, would be away an adult. A bet you see, be honest, an adult. Is it a sin? Ghana. And if it is not a sin there, then why is the police inviting the Anglican priest? Sorry, I've been thinking.
I'm almost saying tertiary institution commissions, the tertiary commission board. I'm sure tertiary institutions, and encourage school. Ni say upon the video, the thing goes beyond moral way. The law should take its course. Omono recommending my school say school no make a police case, and school no so launch a police case. Until now they are going into the sexual assault.
Okay, I am tempted to believe that I don't way it will amount to nothing because an adult is if they get a very good lawyer. I want him run here. An adult casing an adult is never an offense ever yamudum. Meaning sexual harassment in the way it's
girl back on Star FM Kasai. I was in a down for pane girl now tosso me and sano. Now girl no say
you're a virgin.
I do so a virgin, no person befi soften and no soften. I said she was coerced and I for so been of fee and or say Ufilisa were losing the virginity. In said she didn't do it voluntarily. One free on one pim and a year. Or say she was no person obey because she feels dirty because of a virgin.
Video I have you, but I want to find out. Did he see anybody forcing anyone to do any kissing in the video? Did we and I didn't see.
So a girl was giving the pastor a priest on the cheek. and I see there be only mask no and I won't say ohodu higher esteem or the best of the school, the lawyer, the chaplain, whatever. It is sometimes akwala no be 20 years, 18, 19, 21. Now share suffer of this magnitude. Now share position ukra school num na nipa ni masafo ni no see yeah. Sometimes you are forced to do it against your will. Because when him say you are too young to rebel against such a great man of God who is also a school authority.
Yeah, I get your point. You know, only be an idea. It is a moral grounds, but we are yet interesting times ahead. Yeah. Some are reporting number police. So what the police come and say about this matter, because to me, when they say this is of more moral issues than they say law, because an adult kissing an adult, well, interesting times ahead. Then it's my for example front to us.
But for officer, you okay? Oh,
maybe when you say you're okay, no, but reporting the matter, I think that this one, I think a psychologist, I lady involved, no, a category. Now, if a money man that said, oh, yeah, no, you go outside in any matter, and something, I saw not the name, at the reprimand, the minister, now, yes, Jumana, the Anglican minister, now, yes, Jumana. I don't know, it's different, but involving the constitution of Ghana and the home criminal laws in 94 into to the extent that the police invite a man. No, one I mean because the man is an adult and he kills an adult. I am not saying morally it is wrong, but in my clients, I don't see this thing with water. That is my point.
Okay, I think you also have a good point. And let's see what unfolds and what happens. Maybe
let's see what will unfold.
That's a buyer now. Him and say I'm young Guabio. Why?
Okay.
But for is sorry, dear, no, I mean for a couple of announcements in some firm and Friday. Minia ba Matilda enin day eba Steve enin day Bema anase asil na de tie eni se yenu aba Matilda ne maame ye maame Madam Comfort Edueje Ephraim nyame ya aduma September bosumi a ibe rem ne de to so 9 September 4th and ye memorial service dia man was 67 Vernon Street SDA Asafo omo hall hono ti Worcester for mama nyina enkoja yenu aba Matilda and yenu aba Steve. Just like I said, yenu aba Matilda eko Ghana se okoye ne maame eye na okoye ne maame eye no. Now, unfortunately, Ninu Abeman so asako film akahom. And Penny says to throw me no many her honey. She had no other option than to wait. Na onye Ninu Bearman so ye. Until you can imagine how wafam. Until see ane dear a film 70 September 4th. Mama yina yenko 67 Vernon Street SD Asafo hono na yenko nkota yinu abano eni yinu abema Steve Matilda and Steve echi na omo enye memorial service maye mame Madam Comfort Edu Eje sanso na September 4th and 5th eye obaya miaminu aba prekope and of course Makunta any Isaac Mensah Chelsea Papa Daniel Bordom ye maami a wo nua ena aye obaya enso ofa ena nana Kwame Amponsa Kakabo the first Minnesota Asante for hide wo ho enyina de areho ese adofo se mumra mimeja obaya abra oye ni maami yi ai twato kra September 4th and 5th memenda no September 4th and no ase ye call enumere 8 to 2 a.m. and ye no dress code black and white Shannon so Saturday Armenia Cultural Center nasa Armenian Church of Our Savior Hall Armenia Hall na kan Ghana for bi Armenia Cultural Center Armenia Hall dress code near black and white for Saturday. Sunday area 4 to 11 reception and no say all white obi eba fitanko adisa nene no all white tumama yenhye so Saturday Sunday 4th and 5th September yenua obaya nemom nyame adma ochena na otwe yenua ba Judy ene nikunu affair see yemfanto Worcester fo nyina anim se nyame ya adoma omu edi omu anniversary 10 years anniversary marriage anniversary any blessing Liberty Church of God and adwumadie no course 44 Randolph Road 1 to 3 p.m. 28 August ya na ebaso now remember it happens to be of her 40th birthday too ti enye fedi agro kra nti ekoso wo Liberty Church of God memenda no ewia 1 to 3 na Kwesi ada no yako ako memenda na wia sorry yakoya reception ewo Indian Center 152 Main Street Shrewsbury Massachusetts inti momention no so inti this coming Saturday etwamu a ochina ne na otwe na ofe ne Judy omo much awaited 10 years anniversary ni marriage blessing no so baso timo momention so ne dua yenkonkota wanchi na anye fefefe mame go back to the phone line same to aso mame
me dance with me akunya odi ama me namse metika mukaka nti de bia na mo de ache me twa ne tell the big kan Anglican bishop na Paul Adabonti the GD say opo nipa de so yamfum so ya to say the was a bit abysmal but papa na ja tum no won fun so apa kan bishops ache ni gana for ache ni school for ache mesre second for yenhwe na yenja bibem moninka na yenfa ne mfonso nchen say onipa na ye mfonso intimacy say yenfa papa ne mfonso nchen de to so yenu omampe Sulemana some can say comparison no ye for the auditor general Domelevo and in the or acting one you put because of only open and our 44 the comparison or can be I think a age because Nipano the modern one said that you and so a new team now can on procedure on leave one with him and this of Fraba that's all you know as all money Kenya na ejuma o no timiye no ye kopin mera o no so ye benya question mark bi ono ho na na ye bisana na opo ndimi fi se eno so na munya de me di chat for ye special prosecutor our montanyi do Mahama ka say government e man kwan no onye na ejuma po me ne ya adwen se papa e utwa mi no wantimi anya na ejuma amma ne man na gana for expect the bread amba so opo ajabendie ye nhwe bi obetumi aye na Akufo-Addo ene ne government omunjaino na ontumenya ne tuma privately it's because there's a special prosecutor nti one man ne tuma I want a special office say the Liban fa obi o wa mambo mo fa minister bi mo fa government bi mo and as a bi a bit a year yenja no ne tuma say dey pepepe ye be na ne office na ye dey man no obetuma ye tuma na ho ate say dey dey ntia ye dey na si ono po obetuma ye tuma na abwa o man Ghana na ye tuma tiketa say dream ne po ase e for man opo
okay, yeah, CP. Thank you very much, Sammy. Mami Abbas, long overdue. He looked down on the club even before joining. Jan didn't do anything. Okay, you were talking about Asamoah Jan back then. Blessed Sun, 2 p.m. say corruption will never stop in Ghana due to unsubmissive to work. This agenda 111 is causing financial loss to the state. 419, I bet you. Greetings to Mr. T.K. Braimah. The only 2 p.m. shatter the whole Ghana. England has always been tough. That's why Magandi Manuchu said it's a make or break in August. Nana Kofi says, good afternoon, my bosses. Today, dear, I'm late. I hope Arsenal will beat Chelsea so that my boss Nucho can smile. Small. Arsenal fans are really suffering. Heartbreaks, no Dawson. Manchester United and Nana Kofi supporter. Manucho, he's married for now, but we'll look for a little sweet for him when he's 50. Max Bill and Anaba for say Manucho, we are Kwaku from Pondi Assembly, but unapologetic apology. He's got no excuse. That is it. Why I said it's an unapologetic apology. I'm Kwesi Kwesi. Oh, I don't know why Kwesi. Yes, so yeah, Chelsea near. I will say Opesi lose. No, I don't know if it's true. My main kind. Max Billen and about for the message for Canada by Max Billen says pastor is a profession like a teacher or a nurse. Let's get it clear. It becomes a mistake when you bring in God. Sexual harassment or assault is a criminal case. Tieni so for sem film. Agwasi usu dia no assist for sem danchen and emrano so danchen. Nti the emrano aso no ne no edi. That is it. And then somebody's birthday, somebody special. Miami Nuaba, Portia. And then your birthday. Inti, as I said, it me, Emma, happy birthday. Now, your wish for you, and it's unyame insists you. Now, on your case, now, Oma and net day in Shra. Insanin free net day so and fine shrubby bray and so emra wabrabum and far amount eti Porsche we 3 and on a come on for be hoopa of course and your birthday happy birthday to you and of course from Matilda and Inde Matilda also say Porsche happy birthday mano and birthday may you live to be 103.9 and more. Obiara wo die de wo no. Okay, mami fa ejamra be me last call and na me twa calls no so na so mo tata me. Ejamra pom ti say wo wi ana mabo me birthday nyum de amami my sweetheart Porsche. Porsche. Ma friend me nua Porsche santi me ka Porsche na me ka Porsche. Na your birthday. Ejamra ti say yeah. Erade ne medini me ho eden pa ma me nti quick. Wo ye last caller. Wo wi a obi obefri bia me mfa ne biem.
Mo bia frigi. Obo da kwaja di fo nyina da wase. No chi kro bra mo nyina so da wase. Man committee radio fo nyina da wase. Say bia no me tie pa. Mo de MIA. Akufo nsia mo yi papa. Nsia mo yi. Oba no obo so o man mu je so bia na esere na ede. Nyame oho. Esere de ka se editi ne fo yi wa fe ya on do man be kinchim na ma o man no akoto ba bia nto we priso oba ekuri we ya no we kase we priso we we ya no kase wato mo akata no o mako yom ko kutire na so madaye o mo awuni bia ye o mo obuni mboni o mo akata pipi ne disi ko mo didi ento ase obi ba ne be suso mu a na foro mo de na namba bi enkenke e bobo tenken oh sa mamo o mi enu we de no na me nukure ni o ma Ghana pa na nse David o benya sotwen David ni disi ku o ma Ghana ye papa papa o boye ko so ntam na do ka mu nti na obisi so fo no nya ayi fra no boys for after no na ga eni kwa boys for fair no
o se o fi say two hash
ya adama no ka no gwa no ko ya na wa wo oye na ofina no dia ofina no bia no ni ase na school bon kwa ko picture chiro na so funwa o ko picture chiro so o mba ja de sakira afata no ma no na so funwa da pro begam na kwari nyina ni enkura enim o so ya do o ko tu do o nya ayo o ye enkura o etu wanyi che wona o che chom de ye na so funwa o ko ayi kwa do pa ye a chopa we ya so pa cho ekiri tim de sentru so be sa de no esana da ko do ake so be ye e o de fa so we ya sa de no e du no nya de se o pa cho na so funwa mi yi no be so bi ti e na no tiana no sei e ti se ne mati e ti se ne ya obo e na obo ni sei obi ya ni na obo ni sei aka biye ya so mo bi je se kakase ni ka se ge fe na ka o nya ya do ne wa se masa ọmọ emu ya nye ese ọmọ emu je nsemo e o yire no die na ko fira no be bi do bia no ni asem ba se no yire na nkura ye no ko susu e ko si omu no ko si nyansa no de bo brada che no ule wu sei no mu pia de no mbe so fu ga na wo ye che wo che wo ade wi wo so fu e ga o piti ebua se de be ya ka no ma no ye be ka soro wo na wo ta wa e tu muntire wo na wo tu muntire aga o kwa na ta anya o ko ana ta o yire o fie ofina no bi ba le onu ye na ba fe na no e so buduma wa die no na ndu kreni wa ho ne papa wa ho no no ma ne e kwa ba bi o ma na duru pa so foro ama ni ngwaso te to o ma no e na sore ma ne so pu nyina no ene asore ni nyina di no to ko gure ni ma ti ye
okay
e te ko di be to o se Ghana de o de boni ko ma na ta bo che bi o ya we ka so foro be ka se ta no ye ni ti do wa le sai but you get out there all the time no to pacho I didn't go see where you go. I'm suddenly you know my no yere. What you so for you what can you pan you only a million panel for Bima and 1 year. Never have a poke and ya. Let not one so to pick and I know. So to put it off it. Opo. Opo, we somebody pick and I fuck up it in day. Hey, this is your piano.
Ghana for you, why, Edion? Ejamra so mu enye easy.
Nobody oh John say so for the number even what my kind of how I David when you talk about them.
Okay.
Who did also before you made you apart to my pa. Everybody else be attack. But also to my pa. I'm not going to be here and take care of who's going to be.
Ejamra that's it. And I knew Monday near Monday, yeah, Monday time. That's it. Michada kujachifu kotoko munye ni team ni yo na say yesin tokwa adakujachifu say unse mo major stake in kotoko ho na training te munye team ni Ejamra that's e bekasa. Okay, so this is where I bring the curtains on the show. But before I do and go, let me wish you a very special happy birthday, Portia. You know about Portia, and then we start with 3. Portia across the Ward Street in the Suffolk Vasco, sorry, in Channel. Okay, special happy birthday to you, Portia. You know you are a sweetheart to me. May this day bring you more blessings, happiness, peace, prosperity, and of course, most importantly, good health. Because your wealth is your health. Oh, Scabi Brinas or Pumdin, ya better credit, dear Philly Charlie. Tinyamima Pumdin, no shroud. You know, now, Oma Bibia, Uhia wa Brabomun Sankawati. And let me also wish you a very happy birthday on behalf of Nanaba Anamwa, Bema IFO, Osi Udini di Nkrumah, Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo, happy birthday to you in advance. Your birthday happens to be tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. May you live to be successful and to enjoy all the happy moments that life has to offer. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating their birthdays today. If you are celebrating your birthday today, tomorrow, this weekend, we wish you a happy birthday. Maninka will say, Yem5 June will be on this particular Saturday, which is tomorrow, 1 to 3 p.m. Maybe I may catch us a pomodin here, panting for a pomodin in Niagara. Say the medical kind, you see, your health is your wealth.
Enjoy yourself, enjoy your day. Happy birthday to you. Special day.
May this day bring more joy, more happiness, more blessings to you, Portia. Happy birthday. Let me show what if all you do. Happy birthday to you once again, Portia. And of course to you, Akufo-Addo. And from Amiaba, special one from Amiaba to you. If you are celebrating your birthday today, we wish you be a happy birthday. Yamisha Bibia, Antoninsa Bibia. So on my weekend, we nye Krabesha Nshra. You know, try and make somebody smile this particular weekend. Be nice to people. Mamincha Misofo, Bembel Nana also Reverend. And Nana Kuya Bateria. Ichawunyina Minamona Kwasaro, praise be. My sweet sister Ama Anansi. And of course to you, Monica Osei. How are you, my sweet sister Monica? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, Abusia, this is where I bring the curtains on today's program. Remember, today is Friday, meaning tomorrow Anopa Bosuo wouldn't be running Sunday as well. But God willing, we will be back, and we should be back, and we shall be back on Monday. But remember, 1 to 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, Yem 5 will be on until Lizzie and then Abusia for Baba Betnase. Now, my dinkomo, ye dinkomo, ne ya share apomozin and some. Debi America say apomozin some Abusia men fenziago because they say Yariwano, Oba, and they say Oba, Nyamia Yadumi. Before Akufo-Addo to me taking some precautionary measures mama yem feniagro almost this weekend omo ebeka digestive diseases and disorders obi ho odidi a aduane na ehye ne bo na se puba into digest ekwan a obefa so na was a problem ni bia watumi amano afi ho any how are you betumi things we need to do to have orderly digestive processes in our system. Said the udia about digesting come things we should eat and what time koda then udia a digesting term aduane ben udia and digesting term kra and obi onso udidia obonso bebe posa so inti said the make some basic problems are ya pomuden ho eno ena yeba omo enemo eba bedi ho nkomo nti ochena no nyame ya adoma mepacho make it a point say ubishia until easy any na bedwafo na omo ne edi nkomo. There a lot of us are your digestive issues obi o ha odidi a o se gina na bosa enkoda and digested that ochena yen sister Mavis or a nurse practitioner obewa ha ena yen brother Edward onse on the debut type na patience yen brother Edward the MSN ena Mavis a nurse practitioner ena Edward the MSN and patience here Aaron and we will have one nurse practitioner, one MSN, and then one RN until Lizia on also who's to show no or a BSN. Teochna make a date with them in the afternoon. We are 1 to 3. The Biameka don't joke with it because common digestive disorders. I had unse obi oha onya irritable bowel syndrome. Obi oha lactose intolerance. Obi oha or hiatal hernia. There are a lot of them. I don't want to be a practitioner, but ochna nyame ayaduma amu edu befani nyinemu omo befani nyinemu na omo church some of the things you need to do sino gut any other day nyina ochna nyame ayaduma until easy any na bejafo any obeye ochna wia 1 to 3. So make a date, but the following Saturday which will be the 28th or so and Dr. Kwame Amponsa will be here. Dr. Kwame no abeka a man of fibroid no and hon komada no mudi na omanwe no waba bewie abusua de daekoso ya ni pitire ha na medijumedini na isi. It was very humbling for me having you as my guest throughout the entire 4-hour period this Friday. Nyami Shrow onto the Nimcho onto Busupama going into this weekend. Nyami Emma Yina Hodia Juada Anopa 10 to 2 Ebesensia na abedwindwene ye ho na adwene Ghana nso ho omani ye man intumi na na echima Ghana be ya ehia wo ehia me obi an contribute ni quota in our own small ways kakra ekaboma na ekese na Ghana etumi agina nyame nshiro bibia. Remember, I couldn't do this all by myself, but with my able lieutenant Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita Lamolina Mempeme Wasem Worcester, Massachusetts, aka Working Encyclopedia, and again Worcester's edition of El Lizato. Nyame Yaduma Opo National Meeting Yebese Shiao Ejuada. Peace. God bless. Yedemo call Peace 104.3 Sabri na yakohese news no demudia na yede no atoam so. But remember, I know Friday until Royal Baby Justin Lamtesi kwaku frempon de asembaba and na obejagum. Thank God it's Friday special party with your Royal Majesty Royal Baby Queen Lamte Unapo 1 will be on from just after the news after 3 p.m. Pon sounds a Friday the fire nyum boniagro enti yedemo Peace 104.3 na the news na atoam so.
YouTube, yo, Instagram, Twitter, Zoom, WhatsApp, Nina.